Oh, I can see her.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਸੋ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਸੀਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਵੀਂ ਤਾਜ਼ੀ ਸੁਣ ਲਈਏ ਕੋਈ, ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਲੰਮਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਾਉਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਅੱਧਾ 1 ਘੰਟਾ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ, ਇੰਨੇ 'ਚ ਨਿਬੜ ਜੇ। ਬਾਕੀ ਆਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਜਿਹਾ ਵੈਸੇ ਘੱਟ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ। ਕੁਛ ਆਈਡੀਆਂ, ਇੱਕ ਫੈਜ਼ਲ ਨਾਰਵੇ ਆ, ਫੈਜ਼ਲ ਰਾਜ, ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਬਕਵਾਸ ਹੀ ਕਰਦਾ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੁਣ ਲੈਂਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲੈ। ਕੋਈ ਟਰੁੱਥ ਸੀਕਰ ਆ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਸ਼ੀਆ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਤਰਾਜ਼ ਹੋਏ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ, ਸਾਡੇ ਟਾਈਟਲ ਤੋਂ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿਕਚਰ ਤੋਂ। We are open to listen the rebuttals. If anybody have objection or rebuttal or anything, feel free. कोई आपका एतराज़ हो ज़रूर आए, हमें बताएं किस आधार पे, किस बेस पे आपका एतराज़ है। Dark truth. ਨਿਕਾਨ ਬੱਲੇ ਨਿਕਨੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਨਾਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਡਾਰਕ ਟਰੂਥ Should I invite random people as a host? Maybe. That's an option too. Punjab ਦੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ Let's try this random people. Travel star back. ਮਾਲਵੇ ਨੇ ਰੂਮ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਚੱਕਰ ਆ ਬੰਦ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਜਿਹਾ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਪਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੁਛ ਉਹਦਾ ਫਰੀਜ਼ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਰੂਮ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੜਬੜ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈਲੋ you can do 18 but mature things not 18 the other way there are a lot of rooms try there Yeah, but we don't want to preach them here. All Hindu books promote them, even they are. We don't agree with the idea you expose something you want to criticize and cancel, and you spread it in a society too much. Okay. Sherry dog, we don't know why they like him. They can explain it better. I know ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ੇਰੂ ਡੌਗ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਕੁਛ ਬੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਹਮਣ ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਆ ਤੰਤਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਹੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਪਰਸਨ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪਰ ਕੁਛ ਬੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਟਵਿੱਟਰ 'ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਵੇਂ ਸਿੰਗੜਾਈ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਹੁਣ ਸਪੇਸ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਆਈਫੋਨ 'ਤੇ ਹੀ ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਡ ਸਪੇਸ ਸੀਗੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਗੁਰਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਦੀ ਸੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਦੋਗਲੀ ਨੀਤੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਹਿਪੋਕਰੇਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੱਜ ਹੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਗੱਲ 'ਤੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਹਿਪੋਕਰੇਸੀ ਐਰੋਗੈਂਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਹਿਪੋਕਰੇਸੀ ਇਗਨੋਰੈਂਸ ਇਜ਼ ਓਕੇ ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਕਸੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਖੀ ਜਾਓ ਜੋ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਦੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਲਵਾ ਹੁਣ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸ਼ੇਰੇ ਦਾ ਰੂਮ ਮੈਂ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਫਰੀਜ਼ ਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਿਆ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੜਬੜ ਸੀਗੀ ਮੈਂ ਚੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੋਲ੍ਹ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ I don't know. I'm sure you are responding to some comment here or like me or what. Can you come up? You don't have any followers or something. Oh, God. Shah, give some arguments, some proper rebuttal. Mind reading. Raymond reading Sanatani Punjabi. If anybody have any objection, feel free to come up. We want to listen. Uh, Ninja Dillo, you're talking to me or something? ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਲਿਖੀ ਆ, that's what I wrote up there. That's what Gurbani multiple time, again and again, even this Pankti by Bhagat Kabir ji, and even in Bhagat Kabir ji Bani, again and again, Ved are criticized and cancelled multiple time. So how, if you are commenting on what I said, how is different than what you said? Can you explain? Feel free to come up. I'm all ear. I want to listen. How is totally wrong? You said Ved Kateb Kabhu Na Tyau Jo Varchaun So Tujte Paun. I don't know ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ, ਪਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਇਹਦਾ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਬਣਦਾ, that's what I said up there. They are false, empty. They don't have a truth in them. No, Kevin, you can come up. How can Guru Nanak Sahib be Muslim when Gurbani said the Quran is a false? It's just exaggerated. It don't see somebody wandering, and anxiety, and don't give an answer, solution. The one who dismissed the Kaaba and says, look, for us, this body and this mind is a Kaaba, and we go for the truth inside. Who criticized all the namaz, 5 namaz, and replaced them. Who dismissed the halal, Gurbani, halal tradition of food and stuff, considered it the anti-God practice. If by dismissing Muhammad, dismissing Quran, one can be Muslim, maybe, then I am Muslim too. I dismiss Quran, I dismiss Muhammad, cancel them as a delusional, I dismiss him as a delusional. So if I am still a Muslim, yeah, so if a Muslim means one who just submit and connects, submit face to face. You can't submit something if you don't know what it is. So the actual true God, non-relative God, then I am a Muslim. But in my clarity, in my what the awareness, the clarity I get, revelation I get from that source, it told me this book is false. It's talking about the matrix. It's a way to traps to mislead people. Yeah, like you guys have a problem. All previous religions, medieval and before, they have no other option to respect because they are living in a house class. So they all are partners in crime. So they all have, at some level, they have to accept each other. because after that they all get exposed. ਮੈਂ ਆਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਪੋਸਟ ਪਿੱਛੇ? ਭਾਜੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਡਿਵਾਈਨ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ, ਡਿਵਾਈਨ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਆ। ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੱਚ ਪਤਾ ਵਾ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੋਰਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਉਹ ਸੋਰਸ ਉਹਦੇ ਮੁਕਾਬਲੇ ਕੋਈ ਸੋਰਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ, ਫਲॉलेस ਸੋਰਸ ਆ। ਦੂਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ, ਇਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਟਰੈਪ 'ਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਮਿਸਲੀਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਚ ਦੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਤੋਂ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਇਹ ਮਾਇਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਮੁਲਾਜ਼ਮ ਆ ਕਰਤੇ ਦੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਇਆ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਇਹ ਖੇਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਫਰੈਂਡਲੀ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਅਗੇਂਸਟ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰੱਬ ਨੇ, ਵੀ ਝੂਠ ਨੂੰ ਉਜਾਗਰ ਕਰਨਾ। ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਲਤ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਗਲਤ ਪ੍ਰੂਵ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸਾਡੇ ਆ ਕਲੇਮ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਂਗ ਪ੍ਰੂਵ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ। ਇੱਥੇ ਲਿਆਓ ਕੋਈ ਕੋਟ, ਕੋਈ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ, ਕੋਈ ਕੁਰਾਨ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਆਇਤ ਲੈ ਕੇ, ਕੋਈ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਵੇਦਾਂ ਉਪਨਿਸ਼ਦਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਕੁਛ, ਗੀਤਾ 'ਚੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਸਰੋਤਰ, ਕੋਈ ਸਲੋਕ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਿਖਾਓ ਵੀ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ, ਫਾਈਨਲ ਐਂਡ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ, ਅਖੀਰਲਾ ਮੁਕੰਮਲ ਸੱਚ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋਇਆ। ਸਾਡਾ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੱਚ, ਸਦੀਵੀ ਸੱਚ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ 'ਚ ਚੱਲਣਾ, ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਿਆਦੇ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਖੇਡ 'ਚ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਪਿਆਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਮਿਸ, ਅਤੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਮਾਇਆ ਜਾਲ ਤੰਤਰ ਨੂੰ, ਮੈਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। No, he never did namaz. All the reference nowhere it says he did namaz. Nanak went there. It was the Ottoman Empire that time. They have the keys. Ottoman Empire, few ministers were even his disciples, sects, and they arrange. And he, wherever the few mentions of Guru Nanak going to Makkah, so Kaaba, what it says. First, he put his feet in front of. Second, he climbed the Kaaba, up on the roof of Kaaba, and he give the call of Akal, not Allahu Akbar, and he dismissed the Islamic theology. He give his own azan in top of roof of the Kaaba. That's what, wherever there are a few mentions of Guru Nanak going there, and this is including there. So basically, that's what whole people collected there. First, the Jivan, the guy, somebody complained to the guy who have keys. They come to basically kill him, and he initiated the dialogue Guru Nanak, and then their leader, the guy who custodian of the Kaaba that time, he have a long dialogue with Guru Nanak, and he get impressed by him. He eventually turned into the Sikh of Akal. And Guru Nanak told him, this is a very tough path. Make sure, this may be danger to your death. He said, okay, but I want to live for truth. Eventually, he was later on killed by fanatic Muslims after some time in his life. So, and people still go to Mecca without being Muslim. Even there are videos on YouTube when there is this too much security and stuff happen after the Saud family get the keys. The Wahhabis get the keys. Like people like Piri Rais and many other seniors of Ottoman Empire ministers, they were his disciples. That's the time. That's how. That was when it expand most. at the time of Suleiman the Great, magnificent. He have his own aspirations, political and stuff. So he was inspired by Sikhi, but he still have his ego and his thing. But his ministers were, which he Suleiman later on he actually even behead them who grow his state that far at the age of 80, 90, and these level time. So all the references which talk about Guru Nanak went to Mecca, none of talk about he did Namaz, but they all talk about he actually, according to Muslim, disrespect. Because he give that's the way of his make giving his message. He did same thing like he did at a Ganga. He did raise the water opposite of sun, and people ask him why you are doing wrong, like it's blasphemy. And then he started the dialogue and changed their thinking pattern of wise people. Balwan said, I'm in non-Muslim. I don't know what he's responding to. Yeah, non-Muslims is common that time, and there is a mention of even Guru Nanak actually he went for mission, and when you know what in Sikhi, if there is a law by a state which is illegal, immoral, anti principles, anti university, so we don't consider as a law. So we don't abide by it. If we have to break it somehow, we break it because if we see it like it's wrong, the earth belongs to whole humankind. If somebody close people from entering some part of earth, so we find it anti-God law. So if some way we can break that law, we have no problem. It's like a rebellion. So there is a mention of Guru Nanak. He actually pay somebody to take him there and stuff boat, and these are mentioned. And then yeah, and then the Ottoman Empire they arrange his travel. Most of the guys who were traders that time in Silk Route, and those are the initial people who understood the Sikhi and who are the main part in spreading it, creating a whole network. So yeah, so Ottomans Turks were not like Arabs and fanatic Muslims. So Turks are different type of people. They use Islam as a political tool, but they themselves were never that kind of Muslims like the Muhammad was. So he never did namaz. All the reference talking about he go to Kaaba, none of them talk he did namaz, but they all mention he did actually opposite of it. So Father, ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਅੱਛਾ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਹੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਥੱਲੇ ਪੜੀ ਹੈ mocking other is not divine. I'm sure we are open to learn. Like people, if we somebody think we are wrong, come. I don't know. I don't know. You are responding to me or someone else in the comments. That's a different thing. Shah comment is hidden. I am making it visible. If it was from divine, then you would know that we all are one and connected. No, I am sure you have no idea. You dismissing the whole this Maya. You dismissing the play part in it. You dismissing the another virtual controller to mislead people. You are so confused. If we are all one, why you have objection with me? Why you commenting on my room? Like why you are commenting? Why you have problem with my life? Your philosophy is even you are contradicting your own philosophy. You are not practicing. Why you guys have a problem then? Yeah, we are connected. So why what I am saying is something wrong? Why you have objection on it? No, who told you? No, 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 no. We are talking about ideologies which create division. Vedas create division. All previous religions create divisions. We are against those religions, those ideologies. You are so gullible, I am sure, with most like other people. You have no idea. You guys are targeting people and saving those divisive ideologies. Nonsense. And if you go get some followers, there are ways to get followers. Is- There is no morality in getting followers. I get organically here, but the whole point of this is a app. They're making money, and you are here to talk. Your time values. So if your time values, you better arrange your followers. Come up. Let's have a talk. Look, Kevin, we want to understand. Kevin, can you up? We want to listen to your story, buddy. How Nanak was Muslim. If Muslim mean person who connect with the truth, who cut connect face to face with the truth, have true, actual eternal truth, and who can dismiss this Muhammad and his book because if it have a false and they are false, then I am a Muslim. You have any problem with that? Who dismiss this Kaaba as a place of special place of God, then I am a Muslim. Can you explain what do you mean by when you say Nanak was a Muslim? Can you define the Muslim? Hmm? Shah, you have no idea what you are talking. You don't even understand the concept. Which one? Like how? Then how? Like so? Why you are so stick with these ideologies which create division? Why you want to protect them? Shah, like why you have a problem with my room? Can you explain me? Why are you putting a label on me that I am doing something wrong? How you know? You are just a gullible person who have no insight of things, who is so insecure and being protective of his own safety and have too much taking too much responsibility and fear and don't know the truth. No clarity of truth. Don't know the play. Don't know what this universe is. Don't know what's happening inside it. Why it's behaving like it behave. You know nothing, buddy. Your even philosophy is so pseudo you can't practice it in your life. ਲਾਈਕ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਰਥ ਕੀਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਬਈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ 'ਚ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ, ਆਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਉੱਥੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਲਿਡ ਆਰਗੂਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਅਗੇਂਸਟ। ਉਹ ਕੈਵਿਨ ਆ ਕੇ ਦੱਸ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ ਲੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾਂ। ਐਵੇਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਐਵੇਂ ਇਹ ਤੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਗੈਂਡਾ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਿਦਾਊਟ ਆਰਗੂਮੈਂਟ ਵਿਦਾਊਟ ਫੈਕਟ। ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮੱਕੇ ਗਏ, ਕਾਬੇ ਗਏ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਜੋੜ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਕਚੁਅਲ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ 'ਚ, ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਇਹ। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਵੇਂ ਰੋਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜੇ। ਵਹੀਦ, ਹੈਲੋ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਵੈਲਕਮ।
Hey, how are you, bro?
I'm good.
I'm
I'm
good.
good. How are you?
Good, good. What's the topic?
Topic is, so in our reality, the path, the light of truth, the wisdom we get from the eternal truth. So it says this, what I write there.
So you're here. You're a Sikh, right?
I am a Gursikh. I am a Gurmukh.
No, you're Sikh, right? Sikhism.
No. Sikh is entry is a eligibility criteria. So Sikh is one. This path is for people who come with unconditioned mind and true seeking longing. So Sikh is the eligibility criteria for the path. So when you are on the path and you arrive the destiny, so we call that person Gursikh, not Sikh.
No,
Gurmukh.
Sikh. I am not saying
Yeah,
Sikh.
Sikh, I
Sikh.
know. As Sikh
Yes,
here,
Sikh, right?
Sikh is not some kind of you get a authority or destiny. Sikh means this path is for people who want to know the truth and come with the
Yeah.
unconditioned mind. It's eligibility criteria. Sikh is
Yeah,
like
this it's
you want to
Sikhism,
take
right?
admission.
Sikhism.
Let me explain. You want to take admission in the top university of the world. So they have some eligibility criteria to get there. So that eligibility is being a Sikh. Sikh have its literal meaning. It's a
So
word
how old
of
is
language.
Sikhism?
Huh?
How old is
Huh?
it? How old is Sikhism, your religion?
Oh, it's when the actual independent absolute truth choose to identify itself to tell people what it
So
is.
so who
When
was the
the
founder
actual
of
true let me tell you, it is when the actual true God choose to come out of gap, choose to come out of mystery, choose to come out of hidden secret and expose itself. That old is Gursikhi.
so you guys
We
believe
don't
in
use
one God, right?
which one God. Hindus also believe in one gods. They all have
No,
their
they
own
don't.
gods.
No, they don't.
They do. You have no idea.
They worship cows.
No, they have multiple. So some people say
Yeah.
Brahma is the only one. No. You have no idea. Like the monotheism you guys have, even the Egyptians, pharaohs have this kind of monotheism. Sometime,
Hold on.
yeah.
I
E,
know
the,
Vedas. You know Vedas, their book.
hmm?
In the Vedas, it says there is only one of that God. There is no pictures, no paintings. I
Yeah. They
believe that.
said, no. I tell you what they said. They said exactly what your Quran said. They said, okay, the God should be, there shouldn't be multiple gods. The highest God should be only one, but we don't know what it is. Same thing
Yeah.
your Quran said, the Allah, whatever, highest God. This is nothing new. Muhammad didn't introduce even anything 0.01% new thing. He just repeat the whole thing like the Greek philosopher said, there should the truth should be only one, but we don't know what the truth is. So it stays gap behind the curtain.
So
So
what
is
truth are you looking for?
huh?
What are you looking for when you say truth, right?
Oh, so
So what are you
what
looking
one
for?
God you
What
are
are you
talking
looking for?
about?
Give me an example.
Hmm?
So what
Oh,
are
we
you
know the
looking
truth.
for?
We are not looking for, buddy. You guys are looking for, and you
No.
guys are not even looking for. So what your book Quran basically make you guys fundamentally hopeless, atheist. Like
How
in
come?
our language, we call this Gnostic. So it dismiss your hope. It said, don't hope to know the truth in this life. Do what I am saying the book, and you may find, and it gives you false, unconfirmed future promise after death promise. You do what I am saying, and after death you will meet the confront the God, and it's unconfirmed promise, and we know it's a false promise, and then it don't give you anything. The God
So
you and
what do you guys believe in?
oh, that's I don't think you are ready for that. Let's discuss your faith first. So
Okay,
you
okay,
believe
let's
in the
go.
Muhammad and his book Quran?
100%. No doubt.
Okay. So according to this book Quran, can you go face to face with Allah in this life? Right
In
now, in
this
this your
life,
life?
no. When you die,
No.
you're gonna go.
Yeah. Is Allah Zahir exposed, revealed, or is a gap? Is a batin, is hidden, is behind the veil, behind the curtain.
Because our eyes are limited, right?
No. Tell me, is Allah for you Muslims is Zahir or Gab?
What do you mean by Zahir?
Zahir, Allah is revealed, expose Himself, and not hiding behind the curtain veil.
In this life, we won't be able to see God because our eyes are limited. Can you see the virus?
Yeah. But on your judgment day, you will see Allah. Eh?
100%.
And on the day before the day of judgment, you guys will get same, your bones get collected and get the all the flesh and everything. You become like how you alive now, eh? Same
Yeah,
person.
resurrection day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So you become a same
Everybody,
person. What? No,
every
no.
person
Hold
will
on.
get up from their graves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Explain us. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I want to understand this.
So on the
Okay.
day
So
of
what?
judgment, right?
Hmm.
Everybody that's buried, right?
Hmm.
It will get up from their graves, and they walk towards their Lord, on the day of the judgment.
Hmm.
That's what we believe. And then we will
So
be judged based upon our good
you
deeds and bad
no, no,
deeds.
no, like right now most people graves, there are scattered bones, so they
Yeah,
the scattered bones, or how you will rise, can you explain the
that's a
whole
good
process?
question. That's a good question. So
Hmm.
the Quran gives an example. It says, when you go to the graveyard, right? There's the body is disintegrated, right?
Hmm.
There's only bones left. But Quran gives an example when the winter comes, right? All the
Hmm.
trees they're gonna die, right? All the grass, the trees, everything. When the spring comes, everything comes. So Allah promises to do the same thing to every soul, to everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So no, so what happened, so what happened to those bones that day?
it will
Can you
resurrect it from
like
every
what do you mean by resurrected? Like they become some animal or human or
no
something
same
else, or huh?
like the same body that you have when you die. You're gonna
Huh?
turn into bones, and then you'll become
So
alive
you will
again on the
you
day
will
of
become an
judgment.
exact same person, same eyes,
Exact
same
same
mouth,
person.
same nose,
From
same
same
senses,
nose,
exact
same
same.
everything. From even your
Yeah, and
fingerprints.
then you see the God.
Yes, on the day of judgment.
Okay. So you just told me before, with these eyes we cannot see the God, and you will get the same eyes on day of resurrection. But then you can see the God with same eyes, and same brain and same mind, which you
Yes.
have right now.
Yeah.
So see, so yeah, this is the big scam happened to you guys,
How
done to
come?
you guys.
So can you guys
Did you
can you see the God?
did you understand what you said and my answer, what I replied? Did you understand what I just said?
What?
No, you didn't. Okay, I guess you need to comprehend. I put my recordings on a YouTube. So tomorrow maybe this recording will be there, and listen yourself again, and then what I said. Anyone else?
So what's wrong with Islam?
Like no truth, nothing. There is not even a tiny bit new thing in it, and it's still a empty old
So you're looking
religion.
for new stuff, right?
Huh? No, not
Like
living.
what
Who
new
told you?
stuff are
No,
you
no, no, no,
looking
no,
for?
no, no, no,
Like
no,
what do
no.
you mean?
Did I talk about living? You guys think Allah is a jat, Allah is a species. It's your problem. No,
No,
for us the
before you
truth
talk
is.
about God, right? Before you talk about God on the day of judgment, you have to know the purpose of life. Why you are here, right?
How
What's the
you know
reason?
like who is the best source to tell you the purpose of life? Can you tell
It's
me
mentioned in
who
the
do?
Quran.
No, 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 no. Okay, so Quran is just a book,
Quran is the
kitab.
final testament.
No, 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 no. That's your claim,
Yeah,
baseless claim. Like how you know it's a final message?
because it's mentioned in the Quran. It hasn't been changed.
Oh, now the hundred
Every
of people can
every religious
people
book
can
has
write
been
hundred
changed.
of
Quran
books.
hasn't been changed.
No, people can write hundred of other books, and they can make a same claim.
Listen, listen. I'm not
And
saying you should follow it blindly. I'm not saying you should follow
they
it
will print
blindly.
their books, and they will put their books online PDF with the
Yeah.
some comes with
Good
security,
question.
and
Good
nobody can
question.
change them.
Good question.
And
Show me what.
let me tell you, even Quran is changed, Muslim says, but even almost
Show me. Show
1500
me.
before,
Show me what
listen
book.
to me. Oh, listen me, buddy. Even 1500 years or 2000 years before Muhammad, there are Sumerian tablets who were written on the clay, inscribed in a cuneiform, which are found like last century. And because paper you can change, you can copy, and those are original text written there, and they have similar, even better laws than the laws shara of Quran. So the Quran didn't bring any new Sharia. These things are mentioned from many old carbon dated text tablets which where is engraved are found
That's a
which
good question.
cannot.
Listen, let me
Hmm.
ask you something. We never
Okay.
say we Muslims, we never claim that Prophet Muhammad came with the new law, right? Because we
Yeah.
believe from Prophet Adam all the way to Muhammad, they all came with the
So
same
what
message,
make
right?
him final?
To
What
believe
make
in
him
one and
final?
only God.
What
But
make him
people,
final?
changed it.
No, no,
People
no, no,
changed
no, no.
it.
You know, your Quran is definitely changed. People say it's minor differences, but those
No, no.
tablets are not changed at all.
Good question. Good question. You said Quran has been changed, right? Can you prove
The
that?
Muslims, huh?
Can you prove that?
Oh,
Can
you
you
know,
can you
for
show me? Listen.
Listen me, buddy. All the listeners here, I put you on a mute. For this, you don't want me to waste time here. Everybody, just Google different versions of Quran with the authentic references and proofs. You guys find thousands of YouTube with this evidence, other academic papers and stuff. I don't want to waste my time to prove this. This is all available. Even Muslim scholars admit them. There is a Quran. Some copies in Egypt. Some copies in the UK. Some other. Well, I am not gonna waste
Those
this
are the
time. Which is all.
translations, bro.
Oh
Translation. The
no no
original
no no no
text
no 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 no!
hasn't
I'm
been
not talking
changed.
about translations are done in last 100 years only, 100 or 150 years. I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna waste on my time on that. But I'm telling you, those tablets
Show
are
me the
not
verse. Show
changed
me
at
the
all.
verse.
No no, like if okay, I'm telling you, listen to my recording tomorrow. Find a proof against it. Show us. This is what I'm talking is not nothing new. Any educated person who know how to research, how to find, they know about these things. Except gullible Muslims.
So you talk about your own religion. So
No,
what's
look,
the
yes.
purpose
So
of life according to Sikhism?
my religion told don't hide the false, expose the false, and that's what I'm doing. I'm exposing the
So no.
false.
So what do you believe in?
I'm calling the spade a spade.
So you don't believe in God, right?
We do, but not the one on the seventh sky.
Which God do you
We
guys follow?
Oh, you need to move first. You need to understand the blunder in the Quran. So you are looking for beyond Quran. Maybe then we
No,
will talk.
no. Quran
Oh,
is very clear, bro, about God and Messenger
oh,
of
you
God, the
just
purpose
told me
of
Quran
life.
is very clear. Quran told you will never know the God in this life, and God is hidden. You can never know connect with
So
God. So the
okay,
Quran
hold
is
on,
very
hold on,
clear.
hold on,
I
hold on,
know
brother.
Quran is very clear. The actual truth is not revealed. We don't know the actual truth. Very clear.
So just because you can't see God, so you just want to see God, right? You believe in
No,
seeing.
no, no,
If you
no.
see
Even
God, then you will believe.
like for us, it's different type of is seeing with other ways. But for you Muslims, like how you gonna see with this real physical eyes, biological eyes on the day of judgment, even you guys are not given that option. Like you have no idea what we are talking. But you guys are so primitive. You want to see with this biological eyes, like objective God, so which you will see on like dimensional God with a boundary line, God with some kind of face or shape, form on the judgment day. Like, don't you have no idea what we call God? Your God is much local, it's a cosmic phenomena. Your God cannot even exist without the universe. Your God cannot, according to all the definitions of Quran and Hadith, this kind of God cannot exist if there is no space time.
What do you mean by
You,
space time?
you, yeah, because he live on some level and there is a space and he come down at a night, different heavens and stuff. He
It
even
comes down.
live. Oh yeah, like and also your heaven, you are still going to live in that time, some kind of another dimension space, paradise. So like Your God need a some place like a world, WORLD, a paradigm, a
We don't
dimension.
believe. Listen.
To no, that's what I know. Tell me what you believe. You can't tell me anything because you don't know the God. What is God? How can you tell me what you believe? You have a blind belief. You have nothing to tell
Listen.
me.
We believe in one and
Your
only God.
statements, your
That God
previous
has no.
statements, no, your previous statements just told us that you can know nothing about the truth or God in this life.
What are you talking about? This life, we're not talking. In this life, we can't see God.
So if you can't
Can you see the
know
virus? Can
anything,
you see the
if you
virus?
don't know the God or what truth are right now, you cannot tell maybe in
No.
future.
So
Those are stories.
you
Those are
believe in seeing,
those
right?
are
If
no, those are fairy tales. Those are fairy tales. You are going to quote here. Tell
so,
me
can you
about.
see your own God?
Oh yeah, I know what my God is, and I
What does
can
he look
see.
like? What does he look like?
Oh, it's none. It's beyond your comprehension. First, figure out your stuff.
Is
When you until
is
you
he a
don't real.
human or no?
Listen me. If I am going to tell you beyond your box, beyond your transcending your conditioning, your limits, where the Muhammad locked you guys in, you will never know. First, you need to know you guys were scammed and trapped and come out of that box, and maybe we will talk in future. First, you need to realize you guys are imprisoned, trapped somewhere, mentally locked and fooled. If you don't realize that, it means the actual true God don't want you to know the truth. That's why actual true God let you get trapped in this delusion. So I don't interfere in the work of God. I only talk to the what you are asking me, the people where the actual true God want them to get free and want them
Islam
to
is
get
way
the
of
people
life.
who are seeking freedom from the trap.
So, what God are you believe in?
Oh, it's definitely much higher, much
Is he
pure,
a
much.
human or what? Is
Oh
he a
no,
human
that's
or
your
animal?
problem.
What is he?
That's the problem of Muslims. They say Allah Jat, Banda Jat, Jinn Jat, Farishta Jat. So you guys have this
No,
problem.
is
Like,
he a human or animal?
oh, this is your problem. None of our.
No,
It's
no, you
not.
tell me. Don't worry
You know.
about me.
Let me tell you, the people who listen me, they must be laughing down there when listening. You
So,
like your
what do
options.
you believe in? Do you believe
Oh
in
no. Oh
animal
wow, wow.
God or what? Human? What do you believe in?
Do you think our God is an animal? Gada kise thanda.
No, like what do
Concordia
you
left.
guys believe in?
Oh no, like
This
Concordia.
is
That's
not.
the.
This is not Burak, the donkey who flies. Okay.
No, I know.
uh,
You guys are Sikh, right? I know Sikhism, bro.
you but you know
Why
Sikhism.
do you
Sikhi. You
ask if
don't
our
know
God is
anything
an
about
animal?
Sikhi, buddy. It's
I
beyond
know
your comprehension.
Sikhism is a combination of Islam and Hinduism.
No, my
Yeah,
my chittar, not this.
I know. Who's Guru
No,
Nanak? Who's Guru Nanak?
oh, you have no idea, buddy. You guys
He's
Who's
your
are
Guru
daddy.
Nanak?
He's your
scam.
daddy.
You guys are scammed, buddy. Scammed.
Guru?
Scammed. Guru is the Guru means guide. Guide is the one
I know.
who.
I
Oh,
know.
okay, let me tell you. No, you don't know. Okay, let me tell you. Then I am going to put you on a mute. Let me explain you. Let me tell you what's the difference. Why we don't call in Sikhi the gurus, never call them prophet or nabi because it's disrespect to them. All these Hindu avatars, Buddhas, or your prophets, they they make a claim to public that God tell them to do what they are doing, and then they tell the people, you can never have a direct access to God in this life. Just believe us. What we are telling you is God's command, and you can only approach or reach us as so-called prophets, and we are the representatives of God. So you guys need to believe you are my ummat. You guys are supposed to follow me, the person who claiming to the prophet or avatar, and that's at max you can reach. or know about. You can never know more than us. And this is like you want to see a Burj Khalifa, you heard about it, you never see the picture or anything. You just heard there is a very interesting building somewhere in Dubai. And you get a ticket, you arrive at the Dubai airport, and there are a lot of people gathered around you. They said, "Oh, what you want?" And you said, "I want to see the Burj Khalifa." And somebody said, "I am a Burj Khalifa." Somebody said, "Burj Khalifa is a big ball." Somebody says, "It's a big square. It's a big cube. It's like this. It's a river." You don't know about anything about Burj Khalifa. People will give you multiple stories, and you have no other option because they all claim we are the prophets. We are the representatives of Burj Khalifa, and we are telling you the story about Burj Khalifa, and you have no other option than to believe one of the story without knowing, without seeing the Burj Khalifa in this life. The guide, who is the true guide, he will say, "Oh yeah, I went there multiple times. I see Burj Khalifa. I know all about it."
Brother,
And
brother,
listen to me,
brother,
listen to me.
brother.
Don't interrupt me. And then the true guide, he will take, he say, "Come sit on my car or whatever," and take you in front of Burj Khalifa. You say, "Here is the Burj Khalifa. Here is your direct connection with the Burj Khalifa." He will be out. You don't need the mediums. You will be connected or put in front direct of the truth, in direct of the Burj Khalifa. You won't believe on the stories by the people that who said we represent Burj Khalifa. So this is all these storytellers claim to be representative when we
Yeah.
don't use, because that's a scam. That's a trap. They are agent of
So,
trap. They're
yeah, so
selling
I
you
have a question.
BS. They're
I have a
selling you
question.
horse shit.
So what happens when we die, according to your religion? According to
Oh,
you?
for us, if you know the truth completely, your journey is finished in this life. Whenever the God don't want you, your body does disintegrate, but your mind, from where it's originally originated, take birth, it merge, inhalate in back, and there is nobody called, but your Wahid will left, who can claim, "Before I was on a planet Earth, now I am in another world. Now the one day of this world is equal to 20,000 days of Earth or 50,000 days of Earth, but still I'm living in another time space and trapped in a time." For us, we get free from any kind of time, as slow or fast, any kind of phenomenal world. We annihilate in God. There is nobody left, Wahid, who said, "I am living in another world." So we basically supersede, leave all these heavens and hell much low behind us, and we merge back into the truth from where we actually born or originated. So God always, only God left there. No souls can live forever. This is false promise. It's a nonsense. It's illogical. And the only ego want to believe in it and trust in it. The ego in the person like this idea, and they get trapped. This is a false idea by the delusion to the human that your soul will never die. Believe me. And it give a
Yeah,
false
that's what
promise
we
to the,
believe. The soul never
yeah. So
dies.
yeah,
The soul
because
leaves the
this
body
is
and
the
goes to another
desire of
world.
the ego. Ego never want to die, and they like this false promise.
So you don't believe in hell and heaven, right?
No, no, we believe, but we believe they both are imprisonment. They are traps.
Okay, okay.
They are traps, both. They are different gate of same imprisonment. One is nice to attract, one is scary. So it's like, in old days when people hunt big animals, what they do, they put a bait on one end. Let's talk about the lion. So they put a little goat or something, a lamb, and from other side all people with the big drums, they make a loud noises, so the lion or elephant gets scared of weak noises, they run, and then they see a bait, a little lamb or something, they try to go and eat that, and they get trapped. So heaven and hell are one nice gate and one scary gate of same trap, to trap you in. From one side it push you, scare you, from one side it attract you to trap you. And Hindus also have this Swarga Narka, same heaven hells, multiple heaven. Christians too. Egyptians do. This is the, from where this idea, this is the Egyptians idea. It's Egyptians religions originally. That's why they create their mummies. But they afford. They know all the spices, these chemicals, how to preserve. But in Arabia, Muhammad was illiterate, ummi, and they don't know how to protect the body. So the delusion gave him another idea that, you know what? Okay, so we cannot protect the body of all the people like the Egyptians did, so gave them a false promise. Don't worry. You will get the body on the day of resurrection. Your whole skin will come back. But this whole concept is the Egyptian concept.
How you know, brother? Who told you
I
this?
know because that's
That
why they
Muhammad told
protect
this.
their that's why they
No,
protect
brother,
their
you can't,
huh?
you can't give your fantasies to the proper prophets, to the people come with the books. You can't talk like this. Your personal feelings are, it might be
No,
this,
no, no,
might
it's
be this.
not
Give the
personal
proper
feeling,
reference.
buddy. Buddy, everybody read.
Give the reference,
No,
bro.
no, no.
Work on that.
Reference. I'm giving you reference.
You are
Everybody
uneducated.
read the. Okay, I will give you time. Listen me. Everybody can read the Harry Potter and entertain with it. That's it. So there are a lot of books like
This is called God
Harry Potter.
miracles.
Okay,
This
go
is
ahead.
called
So what's
miracles.
your argument
Harry
against me?
Potter, brother, Harry Potter and the miracles are different. You know, who make the way for the Moses from the sea? God make the
What,
Moses. So
what,
you
what,
can't make
what,
your fantasies. You
what
know,
from the sea?
when the Moses took his nations and crossed the sea, who make the way between the sea?
Oh,
Can you
let me
make it?
tell
Can
you
Harry
the
Potter
story.
make
Let me
the?
tell you the story. Okay, so now listen. Don't interrupt me.
No.
If you unmute
Okay.
me, I will pick you up again. I'm and sending you down. Don't worry, I will pick you up again. Some kids need discipline. So here is the story. So this was the old story. How it started. Last ice age. The sea levels, the ice was melting even up to last 12,000 years before, very fast. Now it's still global warming, very slow. So the sea level rise keep getting rise very fast, even 12,000 years ago. So around 15 to 12,000 years ago, this new the Gulf of Persia, between the Saudi Arabia and Iraq and Iran, it was marshland. It was like land, no water was there. It's proved now. All the evidence are there now. This was very fertile land, including above. So sea levels go up. All the villages are there. They keep every year flood coming. Every year bigger flood coming, bigger flood coming. And people have to displace. And then the Saudi become a desert, very hot. So that's where the story comes. The God resides on the sea. Originally, this story actually Hindus also have this sea saga. So it's come from the Sumer text. Their tablets are found like 3,500 year old. They mention this. So first of beginning, the God separated the earth and heavens. First mention of it is in the Sumerian text. So it was what happened when they separate two lands. Saudi Arabia was very hot, like all the descriptions of hell, like fire there, people burn there, people die very like, without in thirst. And then above there, it was still very fertile and still it's getting dry, but still. So this is the story. God separated the heaven and earth, and that is the Persian Gulf. And this old story was keep going like a become a folk story. People are keep telling next generations. That's what happened. Even Jews, they fix their story. They recently make a new movie, and this movie they don't show somebody have a stick. So they show this your who was this Musa or like what his name Moses. So Moses was running in front of the Pharaoh, and Moses crossed the ocean, the big river, and suddenly a cloud burst. Cloud burst when they just give a big rain suddenly. So there in latest movie they show suddenly a big cloud burst and the river get flooded, and suddenly they just cross the river when it was dry, and a big flash flood came, and then this other people. But anyways, that's their story. But the thing is, original story. This story is also created. Imaginary original story was gradual. It's all the sea level coming up, separated, very hot Saudi Arabia
sea level
from the.
coming up, separated, very hot.
Okay, so anyways, Mr. Kumul, what's your name? You want to talk? Go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
So, can we talk, or you
Okay.
want me to?
Yeah, you have any argument or anything against me? You can say that.
No, I'm not anything against you,
Oh.
because mostly your knowledge is from movies, and because the movies
It's not
every time
movies.
director.
Shut up. It's not movies.
You shut up,
It's
brother.
evidence.
No,
This is the evidence, and it is the artifact, archaeological artifacts which are
Sorry,
found in last century. Yeah, Haji.
so I just found this live interesting. I saw the Punjabi writing. I just wanted to know what your beliefs are. So Wahid, he asks you, what do you believe is God? So I'm kind of interested to know what your answer
Okay,
is.
so Kumal, okay. You know that element we only share when person is really genuine seeker with agnostic mindset, mean with unconditioned mindset. That's a tough thing. But we can definitely talk about what conditions our God, which is not hidden anymore for us, fulfill. So we can say if you ask, if you understand the words, I will just say one word: non-relative. It include everything. But if you don't get it, I can tell you. Let me give you everything. So we talk about the definite mean, which is very clear, precise identity of literally independent absolute truth or real. Which truth? What I mean by which? Literally, not by claim. Everybody claim our God is eternal. Even we fucking our souls are eternal too, and everything is eternal these days. And my religion is eternal nonsense. Which is literally we can establish, verify that which comes out. This God we are talking about and which expose is literally eternal. What I mean by literally, which we can establish based on rationality. By rationality, I mean logic and reasoning, and which me also sensible, make complete sense. You cannot have a bring a valid flaw in it. Literally eternal and truly transcend of what? Transcend of all phenomena like energy, space-time, including those phenomena of heaven, hell, different skies, earth, consciousness, energies. When none of them left, it still stays there, and we know what stays there. So all phenomena. So basically, non-relative absolute truth. We don't call it reality. We call it it's real behind all these transitioning realities, different realities. Realities are temporary. So yeah, I can talk more if you have any other thing. I can tell you what
So I asked
our
someone
God
who's
fulfills. So our God is don't take rest after 6 days, put his leg on the other leg and like that person, or it's not a jat.
no, so I asked someone who's Sikh, like, what is God in their religion? So they said they call it Wahe Guru, which means like the enlightened teacher. Is that the same thing as you're describing?
No, I don't care what people said. You are talking to me. So what
Okay.
I'm telling you from my blessing,
Okay.
from my you can say, what call enlightenment, blessing, clarity.
Yeah, he uses the word enlightened teacher. Like guru means like teacher or guide,
Yeah,
and
but we are
Wahe, I
talking
guess.
about God, the actual non-eternal God. So we
Okay.
are not talking anything of cosmic, temporary, or
Okay.
transitioning. Yeah, I'm not talking that.
So
I
what
don't
that
know.
person said to me, the Wahe Guru, that's not your concept of God.
No, Vaheguru, what we call. So we said, okay, so Guru, I already explained. Guru gives you Gur. Gur mean which reveal the secret, which basically Gur is the exposed mystery. Gur is the riddle solved. God is the Zahir of the gap, like something just come into front of you, revelation, revealing. For us, the actual true final revelation of God is where God reveal himself. Until God don't reveal himself, the truth don't reveal, eternal truth don't reveal himself, it's not the final truth. It's just a story you are believing in. We only call this the final and complete revelation when the truth reveals himself. The truth, who originated this whole world and everything, who is behind all possibilities. Until that truth is not revealed, nothing is final revelation.
Oh, just something else about Sikhism. So, like Wahid, he also asked like when Sikhism was founded. Many people say it's 1469 in Punjab, India.
That's when the
What
Guru Nanak
religion
born.
would you have followed before 1469? Like, what was the true religion
Doesn't
during the
matter.
time of the Egyptians?
Those
Were
were
there
not
Sikhs?
truth. So my claim is anything from in medieval time and before, all of religion, theology, spirituality, philosophies, they have a flawed foundation. So they all said nobody know the truth. So they are all speculations and mostly come out of delusions and stories and some local laws. And in the name of God, God was always unknown. And second thing, the which is very worrying, they all tell people nobody know the truth and nobody will ever know the truth. So basically they make all people. So another claim, all the religions of medieval and before, fundamentally they are atheist, because when they said, oh, there is a God but nobody knows and nobody will ever know, at least no human can know on this life. So they actually tell you stop seeking the truth and make you hopeless that you will never know in this life. So they basically make you atheist in this life, that you should stop hoping to know the truth or know the God, because you cannot. It's impossible for you. So they fundamentally they use the name of tag of God, Yahweh, Allah, Father, whatever, but they tell you you cannot know the truth in this life and do what we are telling you. It was all control structure.
So what is the purpose of life in Sikhism? Like, is there
So we said, so this question, we only share this answer when we think you are ready to share the whole answer. Whole mean, before we tell you what is the purpose of life, we need to understood from where this answer is coming. So without the absolute flawless source or origin of the wisdom will never make, you will see, oh, maybe this is your theory, I will stick to my theory. So we don't discuss theories, or this theory is right, or this vision is right, or this purpose is right, and this is right, until how you authenticate that what I'm telling you actually is the purpose. So to authenticate, we need to establish the source. If the source is flawless, make complete sense, and no mystery left in the source, and from pure source, only the pure wisdom, pure whatever I'm gonna tell you about life and stuff will make sense. Otherwise, you will think, you will always have a doubt about the purpose. Maybe this is his theory is right, maybe his theory is right. So we don't talk about theories here. We talk about the science, pure science, which is established, which
like
have
in
no.
Sikhism? Do you guys have like a book? Like I know, like in
We
Hinduism,
have
they
Guru
have.
Granth Sahib, yeah. So Guru
Yeah,
Granth
but in
Sahib.
that book, doesn't it tell you like what the purpose is? And isn't that like a
You do tell, you
foundation?
do tell, you do tell, but until you, even in Guru Granth Sahib, if you don't know from where this whole wisdom is coming, you only reading the secondary part, and you associate it with another mindset, another lens, you can get misled until you know the actual truth, the truth. So for us, God is not truth. For us, truth is God. Which truth? Eternal truth is God, not the God. My God is eternal truth, because all people, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, everybody claim our God, our Allah is eternal truth. We say what is the eternal truth is God for us. If it don't, you cannot establish it as eternal truth beyond belief, not just by belief. then it's your own created God. It's a
Well,
man-made God.
the reason I ask these questions is because I live in Ontario, and there's many Sikh. There's a big Sikh community, and you see them everywhere. So it's just interesting to know
Yeah, so
what your
let
beliefs
me
are.
tell you, this
Yeah.
is little harsh, but I say every day.
Okay.
Sikh
Say it.
doesn't mean you know something. Sikh mean it is a general term that for this path, that path of truth, one need to. Sikh is a literal word of language. It basically means seeker. It's like our language of Northwest India, and it's called Indo-Arabic language family. So the Sikh and Sikh is it have a same meaning. Sikh
Like
mean
learning.
one jigyasu, one who seek the truth, who long for truth. And
Okay.
for this, so we said that for the path of truth, before you enter the path, start the path of truth, you need to come with the genuine seeking of the truth. You need to have a deep seeking longing, come with the unconditioned mind. So Sikh is the eligibility criteria to start this path. It's not you reach somewhere yet.
Okay. So a Sikh is someone who's a seeker, or like
Yeah, who are a
someone who's.
genuine true seeker, like which kind of seeker, like what I said up there. So if many Muslims say I am a truth seeker, many Hindus say I am a truth seeker, but a Muslim say I am a truth seeker, and he have a belief that best truth is only available in my book Quran, and if it's not there, it can't be anywhere. First of that person, that seeker already put a condition, already set his truth that my truth is limited here. Okay, it could be there, but when he read Quran and Quran said nobody know the Allah, you cannot know the Allah in this life. It's a gap, it's a hidden, it's a mystery, it's a secret, and it's behind the veil. So maybe you will know after the death. So if a genuine seeker of truth will say, you know what, this book is not helping. It's actually just give me nothing. It's basically suppressing my hope, my longing. I want to move beyond this book. That person is genuine truth. If it say, oh, but you know what, no matter what, this is the final book. If a God is not revealed in it, then it is impossible. I can never, nobody can know is this life. That person is a hopeless case. He was never a seeker. The seeker never put a condition or take somebody else said condition. If so your book is putting a condition on you are seeking, and you cannot move forward, you don't have a courage to move for beyond that book, then you were never a genuine seeker.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your
Yeah,
knowledge. Yeah.
yeah.
That's. Yeah. But the
Thank
thing
you.
is, this is what I get from, like, I have a similar like faith background as Wahid. So
uh,
what we don't know everything about Allah. Allah reveals what he wanted through his prophets. So we
no.
believe that there's a surah in the Quran. It's very short. It explains what Allah is. So it says, "Qul huwa Allahu ahad." Say Allah is one. Allahu
First of
samad.
all,
He's
and
self-sufficient. Yeah.
yeah, let me tell you these two words.
Okay.
Even you guys say when that this kind of one is in multiple phase, the God should be one. There is no two gods, but who is God is still mystery. First, and but the other God, I don't know if you are Arabic or not. Nowhere these Allah Ahad meaning one is a recent all the interpretation which are done in the last 100 or 200 years. In folk Arabic, if you find any literature or even today in the public in the villages, nobody use Ahad for one. Even in a Quran, if you search Ahad word, other than this line, nowhere it means one. In any interpretation, you can check everybody interpretation for same word Ahad. Nowhere else it translated as a one. So Ahad never mean one in the classic Arabic. This is recent because this phenomena, the God is one, is recent. So everybody, even Hindus, try to reform their interpretations. So the first of all, and some same thing. Samad. I know you didn't say it's eternal. Many Muslims translate Samad as eternal, but it never means eternal. Even those times, those people don't have the understanding concept of eternal. Samad mean is a big backing. Like you can say, oh, I know a lot of big tycoons, politicians. I have a big backing. So Samad mean Allah is a big sport, big backing. Yeah, but I know you didn't say eternal. Many people translate. These are new reformist out of blue translation of words which nobody use in the folk language, or even find me any literature 4 or 5, at least 500 or before of Arabic, non-religious, religious, from Christians or anywhere, where ahad mean one in the context. Nowhere. Even in the, yeah, I told you. So even
Yeah,
even this Wahhabis, in the light of this new wisdom which came in the last 5 centuries, they may call it one, but still it tells you nothing that Allah is not. It's like a American bill of currency. Oh, we believe in God, but only one God, or there is God, but only one God. There is a God, but only one God. We don't think there are two or three God, but we still don't know what God is. That kind
the
of
thing,
monotheism is nothing new. Even Hinduism have that kind of pseudo monotheism.
yeah. So like we also have like the Sirah, which is the prophets' legacy and story. So in Mecca, the people also believed in Allah, but they said he has daughters, and they used to pray to his daughters, like Lat and
Yeah.
like Uzza and stuff, to get like help from Allah. So they used to have like idols representing these intercessors. So Islam says Allah is free from all partners. Like you having these intercessors is shirk, is
Yeah.
yeah. So and also we have something called the shahada. We say ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah, that there is no God except Allah. So like believing in one Allah who created us is like the fundamental belief of Muslims. And Allah talks about his attributes in the Quran. These are not all his attributes, these are some of them. And we believe like we've been put on this life to worship him. And Allah has all these signs. Like if you look at nature, if you look at space, if you look at the creation, these are all reflections of the creator. So that's kind of like everyone has their own belief. I'm interested to know what yours was, because you feel very
Yeah.
strongly, and I'm always
Yeah.
open to hear people, their experiences, their beliefs, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to talk about. So
Yeah,
that's it.
of course. So, like even what you said. So, first of all, this type of monotheism, like other gods are low-level junior or false gods, and our clan or our belief God is the only God, is nothing new. Even like a couple of one or two Egyptian pharaohs, like they said, they have a multiple gods. So some of them said, no, there is only sun is the only God, no other God. He do everything. So that's a monotheism. So multiple, even Hindus, they have a different gods, Brahma, Vishnu, but most of them, their devotees, the very fanatic, they said no. Only Vishnu do all everything. There is no Brahma or Shiva. They are false or junior, or Vishnu gave them birth. It's a forces of Vishnu. So they said we are monotheistic too. The Shakti, Devi, they said only our goddess is the only beginning and end. The Shivaites said the who have this Shiva, they said the Shiva is the beginning and end. Like everybody have, the Christian said that Jesus is the Omega and Alpha. Same thing. These mostly Middle Eastern, some of clans, Saudi, they worship a moon god. There are multiple gods. The major one in ancient cultures were two gods, sun god and moon god. People who live on a coastal area, they mostly believe in the moon god because it's bring the tidal waves at the ocean levels, and people see that something is a moon is affecting big time. It's bringing a floods, or it's bringing a water, so there. So these Arabic people, they said our god because it was a business center. So there's all business people come from other places. They have temples of their own gods. It's our land. In our land, only our God will be worshipped, not other community, other business people from where they come. So they said only our God will stay here and be only worshipped here. That's the only God. The God of other traders who make their temple or their idols here, we don't subscribe to them, take them away. Hindus used to fight with each other, kill each other a lot. Like my deity God is the true only God, your is false. There is nothing new in it. So yeah, so these kind, and then the other one, like God don't have a daughters or stuff. This type of concept happened even in Greeks, some level, not all, because some philosophers. Even Jews, multiple times, Jews even go to that level. They said, you know what? We don't know anything about God. So maybe even in our devotion, we say with the good intention something about God, and it turns out we said something wrong because we don't know, and it may turn out to some kind of evil act from us, and God may get angry to us. So sometimes they get so strict that nobody even talk about God at all because we don't know, we might talk something wrong about God and make God angry. So, and this God don't have a son or something. Whoever the God is different. Like no, our human things apply on it. This is nothing new, and this is not something Islam or Muhammad talk first time. Yeah. Oh, you are not here. Anyways, there are a few more things, but so that serves no purpose. And yet then people mostly talk about, all previous religions talk about physical and metaphysical. Metaphysical doesn't mean is free from cosmos. There are most things in the cosmos which are metaphysical, but they are still bound to space time. They are part of this word existence, kudrat, or you guys use word creation. So all Ruhani spiritual stuff is all part of the space-time cosmos. If there is no space-time, there is no spiritual realms. They can't exist. And I'm not talking about this space-time, any type of space-time, any kind of dimension. Multiverse, if you take it, the block model. So multiple blocks, multiple possibilities, different possibilities, same time. No matter what. Basically phenomenal world, septial world, spatial world. So yeah, and we try to justify those old incoherent, ambiguous religions in the new understanding which come into last 500 years, and try to create the new interpretations which don't make sense because you cannot change the original text. Original text have its own meaning. So it's a lame effort by human beings to create a meaning, different meaning in old text which they never mean. So I would say humans should move on. They should focus more on truth than to protect their ancestors' religion, old or something, some claims, blind claims, and create a hope to know the truth. And make yourself actually genuine astic, basically, I guess, theist or not just believer, hopeful to that if your God is really omnipotent, then there is no process apply on the truth or God, and then God can reveal on self and tell you the truth in this life. You don't need to die with the big gamble of life. Oh, maybe I will know the truth after death, or maybe not, or maybe I will get heaven or hell, like 50-50 chance. Why you want to play this gamble? There are, when this new divine order and divine revelation happened 500 years ago, many people from Hindus and Muslims who come to this path later, they even understand, and they said, even they're supposed to be illiterate people and low class, low caste in Hindu and in Muslims, they said, you know what, if you want to tell me, if you want to resolve my quest, my wandering after death, what kind of God you are? Like, you are very limited God, like helpless God. I don't want this kind of God. If there is real true God, then the God who can do anything, on which no process apply. If there is God, then finish my journey now. Like, resolve my curiosity now in this life. Then you are God. Otherwise, if you need to go through process because somebody said after death, this is a lame God. I don't want this kind of lame God. And now people do PhDs, medical doctor, physics professors, And they believing in those stories. Oh, God can do everything, but God need to go through process. Because somebody told me us, oh, this is the final revolution. You need to die and wait for some fucking doomsday. And then if it turns out, suppose everything happen, because all possibilities happen in the matrix. In this matrix, everything happen. And that day come. And you end up at a place, according to this whole simulation, that simulation happen. And then you realize your prophet was misled and scammed himself too. And he gets scammed. And you guys followed him. And whoever you were thinking will be God, it turned out it was a trap. And it was some like so-called your shaitan or Maya, delusive matrix, fooled you. It would be too late for you guys to fix your mistake, isn't it? So better finish your journey in this life, so you know the truth, so you know the right direction for this guidance for this life also, so you live rest of your life in the right direction, sensible direction, which is actually good for all. So if you can see Allah after this life, I don't know what do you mean if eyes and with same kind of body again, then why can't you do it now? It means your Allah is bound to some process. There are some conditions apply on Allah too. You need to go through the plan. It's written in some book. So think about these things. Think that these books or these old religions basically make you guys atheist about the God and believer of every other. They make you believer of all nonsense, all stories, all code, all laws, but they make you non-believer or hopeless in the context or case of actual truth, actual eternal truth, which is only worthy to be called God, Allah, or whatever name you want to tag you want to use. These religions make you atheist, hopeless. In our language, we use word Gnostic. Gnostic mean na. When any word have a na, it's like un, in, non, negative. So negation. So as mean hope. So it's like hopeless. So basically non-believer. We don't use the word non-believer, believer, theist. We use hopeful. So you are hope. You can know the truth, and it's and we assure that it's possible in this life. And hopeless. So these religions basically make you hopeless for the actual truth and make you believe in everything else. Stories and some commandments, some law, some rules. That's it. Animals need rule, discipline. Wise humans don't need rules. The humans who get clarity of the truth, they know what. They connect with the true source of wisdom guidance. They don't need a rule then. Okay, I guess it's enough long room. Let me see some nice oh, there is like more than 100 comments down there. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਤੇ ਗੋਸਟ ਰਾਈਡਰ ਤੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ, ਤੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਿਆ ਵਾ, ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ। ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰੋ ਭਾਜੀ ਨੂੰ। ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਭਾਜੀ। inch his verse, one in his verse. I don't know, one in his worship, what one in it. Do you know about Islam? There are 3 rules of Tawheed. One, oneness in the name and attributes. Another thing. So I say, until you know what these attributes belong, just doing dhikr or jikr or gungan attributes, You are just creating an empty space. You trying to associate attributes with which you don't know what they belong to. So that empty space is mostly hijacked by the delusive matrix, the Maya. Shaitan is not very nice concept, but let's say for you guys, Shaitan it take over that empty space. But it don't do justice, Shaitan. This is a delusive matrix which create illusion and hallucinate you. So when you only talk, call, contemplate, meditate on attributes, you makes yourself vulnerable and prone to get hijacked and misled and delusion, hallucinated. So yeah, only attributes they can be hijacked. You will get some vision, something, some experience, and you will be convinced that this experience is the truth, is from the God. And then you will become a puppet of this matrix, and you will become an agent, and you bringing more people in the same trap you get trapped in. So whole world was singing attributes. Christians doing chorus, Hindus are doing lot of. They have more attributes than Islam. You guys have 99. I guess around 1,000. And all Hindus use same attributes for their own god, different gods. So everybody use pretty much same attributes. And they say these attributes belong to my god. No, it belong to my god. In Bible, ekad mean okay. One, okay, I don't know. No, it's a Hebrew word, I guess, and there even it don't mean one. There are a couple of meanings. Oh, I'm saying this thing for a decade or two that it never mean. But recently, just last week, there is an Arabic guy. He actually also tell this don't mean, and then somebody says in Judaism they call it one, and then suddenly a guy who know the Hebrew Jews, he come, he said even in their religion it don't mean one either, and in their language. So even another interesting thing, by the time of Muhammad, this Indo-Arabic or Indo-Arabic, basically Hindu means geographic at that time, Indo-Arabic number system, base 10 number system, reached the Arabic traders, and a lot of Arabic traders knew about number system, but Muhammad, in the time of Muhammad, but Muhammad still don't know the counting numbers. He never used numbers in his Quran. So he was basically very primitive, like Jahil type of Arabic people. Some traders know about numbers by the time, but he don't. So Wahid also mean only. So do Ahad. Ahad means unique. That's it. Separate. Or one of many. Look, I don't need to explain. Just search in your website of Quran, Ahad. It comes like 5-6 times in the Quran. Other than this al-Ikhlas interpretation recent, everywhere else, because the context, it nowhere it mean one. No interpreter interpret it as one. Any other place. And this is out of blue interpretation. And same thing in Hinduism. So Hinduism talk about, they have multiple shlokas, I don't remember right now. Ekam sad vipra bahuda vadanti. So they also said that truth should be someone only. Truth can't be many. We don't know the truth. And then the vipra means Pandit Brahmins. And now they are different. No, actually take it differently. They say, but nobody know the truth. And this vipras, Pandits, Brahmins, they create Vahuda, they create multiple imaginary stories around it. They just speculate multiple ways, but none of them are truth, because according to Vedas, nobody know the truth. But they say that truth should be one. There can't be multiple. This is common sense. For you don't need a revelation. This is the God-given brain we have. So brain tell us the highest. If you keep going back like a pyramid, these things are above this, and then above this, and then above this. Eventually, you will reach to the peak that truth can only be one. The final complete truth can only be one. The origin can be only without something one truth. It can't be multiple. When there is multiple, it creates a scope. There is more above it, lesser, and then more above. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a common sense. But what that one truth is? That's the question. So from only to one, fill that only place, empty space, highest space. That is your mind, your inner self will stop wandering and find the destiny mukam. Okay, so he have no. Okay, so Shahzada, come up. I want to listen to you. I will get you. I will listen to you, and I will tell you what it is not. You can't even say the word interpretation, bro. Like, I can say interpretation, why not? The lame interpretation, see, the out of blue interpretations. And that doesn't mean if I can say, but if suppose I am not able to say it. It's a content. I'm not teaching English here. I'm not English teacher. English is not even my second language. Maybe fourth. But it matters. If it's communicable to you, you know what I'm talking about, that's enough. If you want to talk about language, I can bring some high school kids here. They can have a better knowledge of language than you, maybe. Redeem it? What redeem? Like what redeem you are talking? Come up, guys. Yeah, Satyam is attribute, and Satyam also have a different meaning. In earlier Vedic time and Buddhist time, Satya means something like physical. You can touch, see with the eyes, like physical, objective things, like outside these trees, water. And Asatya mean like heat, wind. You feel them, but you don't see. That's what the Rig Veda Mandal 10 talking when none of them were there, neither Sat nor Asat. Then what? Neither physical or metaphysical cosmic things like energies, waves and stuff, rays. So now, for us, we already defined our meaning of Sat. We said Ad Sat Yuga Sat, the one before anything, in every time frame, every movement, present movement, and after anything. But earlier mean of Sat are different. They basically mean tangible. You can touch. Physical, metaphysical kind of. So Gurjal Paji Devi do not only the meme for Indians. Okay. So I don't know. I know like mostly Pakistani, Bombay people from Calcutta, they do scam, big time scam. So they may know about it. I don't know. Like what I see this the irony of this new generation, they only know the memes which are spread in schools and stuff, social media. Their life become a meme. They themselves become a meme. They're trapped in a meme world. Nothing more. शेजा आजा होते. Okay. Sheja, so many Indian memes. But mostly this Indian world and this basically they are same. Originally they used to make a meme on Pakis and then yeah, of course Indian. I don't know what's your question, Kispi. Where is it? Oh, I skipped. There were like more, around 200 comments when I look at them. I didn't check all of them. You can repeat it. What it is, Kispi? But you know, Sheza, first of all, India have multiple nations, so much diverse culture, but still, there are different level of humans, different understanding. Westerns were very even much dirty and like weird just 200 years ago. People of Arab were like very primitive just like 100 years ago. So, but anyways, so for us, we are the people who live on the best land. So in old time, only most intelligent and physical strong people get the best land because there was always fight for that best lands. So we do have a lot of water, things, and good health, good food, good health. But India is a very big. It's a continent. It's a big. There are different type of places there, states there, nations there, different cultures, different hygienic levels. Lot of things. But Punjab was pretty good actually, even at the world level. Even at the Greek times, the Herodotus talk about, or later, when the Greek invaded Afghanistan, lived there for like 700 to maybe 1,000 years, and changed their maybe their whole breed, Afghanis. And they also had this Punjab area also under them for a couple of centuries, and the revenue from this area was more than revenue from whole Iraq, Iran, and other countries, multiple, only from this area. So this area was always prosperous, and later also at the world map. Okay, somebody raised the hand. Who is this?
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
I'm just commenting on the replies down there.
Yeah, and so you guys have the Islamic stuff there. So what do you guys think about Islam?
Oh, I just wrote it up there.
Say false are theologies of Vedas, Kitab, the Quran, and dishonest are those who don't want to consider it. So are you in favor of Quran or not in favor of it?
Yeah, we claim there is actually Quran is devoid of truth. The actual truth, the literal eternal truth, Quran is not mentioned, and Quran is baseless. It's a building on a flawed old foundation, a big hole. So, but if we might be wrong. So what our thing is, we used to have a lot of rooms before invitation give us a dawa. So ours is, you guys claim your Quran have a final and complete truth. Also, you can say this ayat come into specific fight, don't apply. No, that's fine. Just bring us one line from Quran where a truth is revealed which is so final and complete that there can't be any more scope of truth more
Sure.
precise than
I
that.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, better. So no more scope left. So something
Um,
is revealed. So nothing is hidden. Nothing hidden left.
right.
So
I can tell
just
you. I can
one
tell you
ayat.
on top of my head right now.
Hmm.
I can tell you about the Prophet Muhammad's prophecies about today's world. Is that not true to you?
Oh no. Really? This word change. Muslims say, oh, now Qiyamah coming. What you're talking?
Prophet,
I'm
listen. Let
talking
me
about the
finish, sir.
independent. I'm talking about the truth which is independent, evident in its own.
Yeah,
This
it's
word is
evident. I
changing.
can tell you
Like
how it's
what?
evident. I can tell you how it's evident. So
Really? Okay, go
yeah, let me finish.
ahead.
Let me finish.
So what about this word
You gonna let me
happenings
talk?
are bigger. First of all, oh, I will listen to you later. But these things, the prophecies, like there are multiple prophecies by some Italian, somebody else, which are more like people think valid than. But do you think the God is lesser truth to know,
Sir,
and these things are bigger truth to know?
you're partially right. There were other civilizations that made prophecies which came true, but
Uh,
it's not as
but
accurate as
it's
Quran.
an
It's
interpretation.
not.
How you
Listen,
interpret it? But you know what? Everybody can associate any event with any text. Like Hindus do lot more than you guys.
yo,
Other
we can
cultures,
have a listen.
Africans do lot.
We can have a
Like this
conversation
is
if you
very.
don't let me
But
talk.
anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. It's your time. Go
Yes,
ahead.
please give me at least 30 seconds. So the point about Islam prophecies and scientific miracles and why that's different from other civilization, because first of all, you can't find a contradiction in Quran and a mistake, and there's not one or two prophecies or scientific miracles. There's numerous. There's 10, 15, 20, and they're all right. They've all come true. The ones that haven't come true, it's not their time yet. And I can go over some of the prophecies. And if you find a contradiction in the text, every other civilization, the prophecies, the mere scientific prediction they had, there was always a mistake. Out of 100 predictions, only 5 of them would be true. That's not the similar case with Quran. Quran is 100% authentic. We've persevered, and it's not of change, and there's not a single mistake. Some of the prophecies that Prophet Muhammad said about today's world. Prophet
Yeah.
Muhammad
So
said,
before I listen to you, I will definitely. So you are talking Quran only talk about this word, the creation, like things, and then that's it.
did you not
Nothing
hear what I
other.
just said? That's not what I
No, I
said.
will listen. So it's only talk about the things. This is temporary things. This world, dunya only.
It talks about everything.
No,
Afterlife.
everything, including God.
Yes, it talks about God as well.
So God is no more in the gap or behind the curtain. God has become Zahir now.
What are you talking about?
Like, so God is no more mystery anymore for your Quran.
God,
Not
what do you
hidden.
mean? God is not a mystery. God tells us about himself. He explains his
No. Can
decisions,
you
his
can
judgment.
you connect with the God in this life directly, face to
Not
face?
directly. You can connect with the God through prayers.
But no, you don't know who is listening your prayers and who is fulfilling your worldly desires.
You do know because once you pray to God, you feel it inside of you. That's what faith means. Do you know
Look,
what faith means?
so anybody who the illusion, it also creates the feeling that oh, it's good feeling. So the scammers also make you feel good.
It's not the same case with religion. That's where
Oh,
you're
it's
wrong.
same like you cannot judge by feeling.
Okay, I understand. That's 100% true. You cannot judge by feeling bad. I can tell you why Quran is the word of God if you let me finish.
But look, God is still hidden. Like, anyways, you know anything about this word? This word? Do you think you guys have this concept of shaitan? I will listen to your story. I know they are bogus too. This is nothing new thing for me. What you are gonna tell me later, we can find a there is like even Christians and Hindu dismiss those. You guys have no answer. I don't know why you bring me this lame debates with my room. Like if you listen me what kind of stuff I talk. But anyways, I will do that. But the thing is, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's listen to
Prophet Muhammad said that we would live in a world one day where it'll
you.
be full of interest, it'll be full of sexual transmitted diseases. Um, what else did he say? He said that women will join the workforce more often, and there's numerous of other prophecies. So now my question for you: how can a man 1,400,000 years ago, who could not read and write, could come
Okay.
up with so much
So,
accuracy.
no, listen me. These sexual transmitted diseases, other things, how you know it, they were not happening and not happening more than now before? How you know
Because
that? They were
because we learn
always
about
happening.
history. Listen, because we learn about
No,
history.
no. People were less hygienic, more diseases. It's more before. It's very common. They get a lot of pus and cuts and stuff, and because old times more easily. And most of skeletons we are finding, people were so brutal, like broken heads and stuff, and this. So you told me three things. Second was what? Woman. Even that time before Muhammad, more women were working. Even his first wife was
Wow.
businessman.
You're so ignorant,
He
sir.
bring
You're
fucking
so
no,
ignorant.
listen to me, listen.
Yo, there?
Okay, so what was your third? So he actually before his wife, the Sumer, the Persian, like where today Syria, Jordan, Iraq is there. All the archaeological evidence, even 1,000 or 2,000 year before Muhammad,
What?
women were more leading roles. Like
No, they were not.
they were. Oh, look, you know what? For this, just anybody need to search the all the archaeological evidence found in last century or a century and a half, from Persepolis, from Sumerian, from basically Mesopotamian, all different before times of Muhammad. There are multiple times, multiple civilizations. The women were more leading, even in Egyptian. Even his own previous first wife was like doing business. He suppressed women, and he was always scared that these women's times will come back how they were before, and maybe tenfolds more than before.
Can I
The
respond?
second one, you give me three arguments. One woman, this
Yeah,
yeah, he actually expressed
you're wrong
in
about the
other
woman.
parts of world, in some parts, some culture, even before 2000 year before him, women were leading, have a leading roles.
You're wrong.
Uh,
You're
no
so
no
wrong.
no,
You're not
you
letting me
know what,
respond.
I can, tomorrow or someday I will have a room with, I will put a screenshots. Today I don't have time right now. We will put a archaeological evidence authentic, which are peer reviewed. It's not like a
Do you know
AI
before
created
Prophet
pictures.
Muhammad, girls who were born would get buried alive? And you tell me they
From
were
where
in the
they get so
workforce.
many women to marry?
You tell me women were in the
You
workforce and
know,
they were getting
oh
buried.
wow, this is so lame argument. Like from where he gets so many women in wars and stuff. Like he has more than 11 wives, and other people have 3 or 4 wives, and like from where all those women come.
He would connect. Okay, you're not gonna let me talk. Back then,
Uh,
marriage was used as a way for tribes to connect with each other to make peace. Prophet Muhammad used to marry with a woman
no,
so
no,
he could spread the
no,
message.
so you are saying nobody else did marry? Only Muhammad married that time, and nobody else married more than one wife before or same
People
time?
did marry more
Other
than one
people?
wife.
Yeah, and so you are telling me only maybe 2% of people, males marry all the available women, and 98 or 95 males never married and never have a woman.
No, they did marry. Like, what's your
So
point?
from where all the women's coming? If they were killed at the time of birth.
Not all of them were killed. It was a cultural practice. I didn't say all of them were killed. Are you listening to words that are coming out of my mouth?
Wow. Oh, okay. You know what? You don't make sense much. But anyways, okay, this before you go to this woman and next argument, you give me three argument before. One was woman, and one was what was
Interest.
woman working interest.
Interest being
So
common.
why he banned the interest? Because people were taking and giving interest before also. This was common culture. How he know the word about interest? Because it was there
You
already.
know what? You know what? Whatever argument I bring to you, you're gonna say it
No,
was a
no, no.
common
Tell me
practice
one
when
thing.
you know it was
So he
not.
talked. So in Muhammad time and before in there was no concept of interest, and he prophesies in future there is something called this word interest or whatever word in Arabic will
Are
come
you
into
telling me?
part,
Listen,
become
listen.
a
Are you
part of
telling me?
language, and
Do you
this
know
is
what
gonna
Muhammad
happen.
said? Can I read you the verse? He said,
Hmm?
"Whoever does not consume interest, whoever does not take interest, will be consumed by its dust." And today in Western civilization, if you buy a house, mortgage, everything is by interest. That was not common back then. Interest was only to deal with businessmen,
They
not with common people. Prophet Muhammad said interest will be among common people, and if you do not use it, you will be consumed by its dust. Back then, interest was only used by businessmen. This is where you're wrong.
No, you are so kid. You know what? Old times, basically, people, rich people, they give money, lend money to poor people on interest, and then make them lifetime slave, and then their kids slave. This was common practice, and other thing. So interest right now, these halal mortgage, they charge same or more in the name of fees. And Muhammad actually he stopped. He only talk about Muslims that because he want his army people to be loyal, so he tell his people share with your own. There is no sharing for humanity or interest within your own community. Help each other so they stay loyal
What are you
soldiers of
talking
my
about?
army, our
Interest was
political.
banned
No, 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 no,
altogether.
no, 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 no. Wait, let me finish. So it wasn't even now Muslims, they said we can take interest from non-Muslims loan but not from Muslims. So as long as you are taking loan from Jews, like, because all Muslims taking loans, and their argument is we are not taking loan from Muslims on interest. We are taking from non-Muslims. That's that's halal. So this is something within the brotherhood to keep the people engaged and giving them some privilege. Nothing more than that. It's not helping a pure people. It's helping a pure Muslims only. So yeah, and interest was already widespread, and
No,
people actually
can you
gave
provide
and
me
people
one source?
they
No, no, no.
oh
Listen, give me one source that
hmm?
in the time of Prophet Muhammad, interest was a common use. One source.
Oh, like really you think that it wasn't?
I I'm not gonna just believe your word. I need you to give me a source for your
Look,
claim.
look, why rich people need a loan? They already have
Oh
money.
my
They
God.
give, you
Hey,
know,
listen.
from
In
the
the time of
one part.
listen,
Okay,
I
let me
can tell
tell
you
you.
something.
Okay, let me tell you. The humans, listen me. This was common practices on all ancient cultures. The people gave a loan to the poor people, peasants, and they have charged so much interest. So those people never able to pay back their loan because the interest they keep paying interest, and their main primary loan was always due because they are only paying interest every year, and this is a common practice everywhere. And look, why businessman those days they don't have to take loan from each other, they have big population to exploit to make good money out of. This is new culture now. The financer finance new innovations, new ideas. That time it was only trading. Nobody was creating, innovating new cars, electric cars or stuff. The
How
main
do
business
you
was
wait?
listen me. Main business was trading of
No, you're
grains.
wrong, man. You're just
No,
saying
I'm not
trust me.
wrong. No, listen me. Jewels and other kind of stuff. And there are two levels. One were trader and one were transporter. They were the more money maker and big business of the world. Transportation and big traders. Traders used transporter, mostly Arabic people, they were transporter originally. They use camels and this all Muhammad, and later they know the insight of the whole business, then they become a trader also. Because they get the from where to buy the raw material, where to sell it, because they were transporter. So old time transportation and trading of stuff was the main business. People were not in like some innovation come, they also trade. Traders sell them here and there, find buyers. They already always have a good money. So how the civilization start? First civilizations, you need to go in the middle is Sumer, and then Egypt. But this, the originally when the organized farming starts, the some leaders start making godowns. So they control the release of grains, when to maintain high demand, low demand, and then traders come into picture and they support some leader, strong leader. So strong leader give them a physical and you can say power backing. So it was nexus between trader. I won't call it nexus because this culture of also bring a innovation. So where we are now, the traders or business people have big impact on this. So even they exploit people, but it's also there is another fact. This whole business trading organized structure, civilized structure also bring us where we are now with technology and everything. These are common sense things. If you listen, understand history, you read between the line, have a overall view, and out of the box of your Quran, you can see. If anybody disagree with me without this closed box of Islam or religion, come up. Like what the hell? He give me 3 argument. Woman, interest. What was third? If somebody want to write. Whatever this Cookman, Kochimane, whatever. You want to come up? Talk. Oh no, for us, both Islam and Hinduism are false and flawed. They both are misleading. Why would we combine two misleading paths? No way. If you are talking to my room, so to me, talk about concept of God in secular verses. Islam God is also part of cosmos. It lives somewhere in the cosmos. It's nonsense. It's a gytt. It's some kind of creature which Muslims don't see yet, so they cannot talk about its form. But they do have a form with the boundary line. They may see on the judgment day what actually form of the god. Until then, they need their compulsion is to call it formless because they don't know the form yet. So they cannot talk about form. So it's a kind of species. So another thing, living on a sky, moving down to different heavens at night, and a lot of nonsense. Same thing like a Vedas, live on the higher Akash, mean Gagan, mean skies, have long arms, and live on the water or sit on the throne. No, we don't have those nonsense incoherencies in our God. Our God don't get angry. Our God don't send his special forces, light men, prophets with the project, and those projects get failed, and God get frustrated. Oh, I'm sending so many people to with the project on the earth, and every project getting failed. Oh, now I have to do my best effort, final prophet, and that also failed because now Muslims said, oh, most Muslims are not right, they get corrupted. And they said, previous prophets, the people get corrupted, and now that's why the God make his best effort with the Muhammad to fix no. So previous errors don't happen, but still all Muslims says, oh, 90% Muslims are not right Muslims. So again, same error happen. And now this is their Allah, best effort, and his best effort failed too. No, for us, like we don't this no nonsense. Our God is not that limited or helpless or stuff like that. So you can listen my recordings. I will put on a YouTube, my channel as a archive for record. I discussed a little bit here before. You are not making no sense. Jan said you are not making no sense. Okay, so I am making sense. Got it. Thank you. So you double negative. So you cancel You are not with no. So I'm making sense. Same makeup stories. Wish Veda said something about using. So, okay. If you look good at this, is religion the only problem? Oh, yeah, of course, these pseudo religions are the problem. Religion is a problem, but I don't hate words of language. I will redefine for us. We redefine the word. Like if humans, if society have to use the word religion, so mean it this by it. Change the meaning of it. Change the context of it. We can change the meanings of words. My Moses workers work there. I don't know. Keyboard warrior. There's okay. Cancel. Let me see if you look at the do not redeem. Okay. Running around this sound swords in Canada is truth. Keyboard. I don't know what you're talking swords or what. Like so what? People have different culture. I see all different type of culture. They celebrate their heritage in grounds and stuff like. Some kind of armor, Greek armor, Roman armor, Scotland people. Look, people celebrate their culture, their traditions. You are not making no sense. Of course, what is okay? What is the last comments? Christians believe in one God like Islam and have Hindu ritual. Nobody. Actually, Islam one God is similar to Hindu one God. There is some one truth God, but we don't know what it is, and it's nothing. And Hindus and Muslims do same rituals. Hindus do pilgrimage, Muslims do Hajj. Hindus shave their head there, Muslims do shave their head there. Hindus basically their Brahmin are supposed to put a strict clothes. Muslims when go to Kaaba are not supposed to put stitched clothes. They have to use one or two sheets around their body. They stone, but strokes and stuff like that, worship it, that room. Actually, Hindus are little better, I guess. These days, at least North India, their idols have nice pictures, at least at what we say, features, nice eyes, two, three, four arms. Muslims actually wall worshipper. They worship wall, qibla, or a room, cube made up of wall. And then they have that asteroid there embedded in a very exotic shape metal cladding. It looks like something. Hindus call that Joni and it's Linga. So yeah, and there are so many more like fasting. Hindus do this ritual, Muslims do this ritual. Hindus tie thread around their arm, Muslim do taweez. What else? There are more lot of them. Hindus don't eat meat unless they do some kind of havan yajna. They say pavitra is become pavitra. Muslim do same ritual, superstitious. They have a specific procedure to slaughter and have to say some kalma word on it to make it halal. So pavitra. So many more. I can't recall right now. So you guys are very similar. Your fundamental principles, different heavens, different hells, souls never die. You will get another body later stuck in the trap. Yeah, and multiple core principles similar. We don't have everything. Hinduism and Islam is just different building on same foundation. The problem is the foundation have a big flaw in it, big hole. And you guys keep doing interior and exterior decoration of building but never realize your foundation is flawed. You guys need to start from scratch, dig this foundation, throw it out, demolish this whole building including foundation. Start with the truth, pure foundation, flawless foundation. So So many beliefs you guys have common. Looking at moon, Hindus have many rituals. Karwa Chauth, this and that. You guys wait for moon too. Fasting. What else? So many more. Hindus do this bakra to their devis. You guys do bakreed, sacrifice to God or in the name of God. Animal, even human used to do human. Your kid, your son. Hindus used to do human sacrifice. So many things. Hindus, Pandits marry with their first cousins. Muslims marry with their first cousins. All South Indians, high caste, higher Brahmins, they marry their first cousins. They drink cow urine. You guys drink camel urine. A lot of them, Saudi Arabic. So Hindus and Muslims have so many common things, common rituals, common unknown one kind of God. And then you guys have a Muhammad. You are a follower of Muhammad. Hindus are followers of avatars, different deities. Even Muslims, the Shia, some follow Ali, and some follow different Peer, Ambiyas. And anything else? Someone in Punjab. Okay, we already covered this. How Sikhism believe in one God. Like we already covered this. I did convince name one. Okay. Do you support free? I support the sovereignty of every individual first. Second number, first priority, communities. Then, yeah. So even it's good cause or like even in the long run they are good or bad. But I like dignity and even people want to believe in nonsense as long as they don't bother other. I support their right. Like and cultures, nationalities like language and stuff. If people want to rule their own self, so I support all the movements where people want sovereignty and not want to rule by someone else but their own community. You guys believe Muhammad was prophet? Yeah, they are follower. They make fun of Christians. So you guys are sheep of Jesus, but of course, they don't get four legs or wool on them. Basically, sheep mean follower. So do Muslims are follower of a dead person. So Muslims are world's biggest idol worshipper because Muhammad is the idol for them and they idolize him in their mind more than Hindus go worship their like a rock or statue. Muslims always try to justify their this dead person. So Muslims are murda parast, banda parast, and idol worshipper, biggest idol worshipper. Same thing like Hindus. If Sikhivari is strong, why they lose to Mughals, British? No, they are not even 10% in Mughal time. They get rule. British they were less than 2% of India, and look at the freedom struggle. And even at British time, some Muslims and some Hindus they make a treaty, underground treaty with British. So it's yeah, opportunities. But so what? My religion is the actual true truth, actual true God, actual eternal truth. And the guidance of that truth is my religion. Compassion is my religion. Seeing all humans same as my religion and calling bullshit my religion. Exposing nonsense my religion. We expose false philosophy, theologies, false religions, not human. If somebody become an agent of that nonsense, then it's his problem. My religion is exposing falsehood, not hiding it. My religion is bringing the best kind of humanity, prosperity of humanity, working for progress of humanity, natural harmony, not coexistence or tolerance. This is temporal, where the organic harmony comes, bringing that kind of understanding, structure, mental level, plane. The actual my primary religion is the best future timeline for humankind. So my religion is basically anti-doomsday. So the guidance I get from my God is that the actual people of God, their job is to work against this human and delusion-induced Qiyamah, early Qiyamah for humankind before universe, because according to Islam, Earth will be there. So my religion guidance is we are actually anti-doomsday. Our purpose is to cancel the early introduction of doomsday on planet Earth. So for us, my religion is humanity should survive until any level of universe. If you are thinking about multiverse, as long as any kind of verse left, human should be here till the end, not even before the end of Earth. My religion is invoking people to understand, when they pray, Allah कब्र में मत सताना, जल्दी क़यामत आओ, हमारा फैसला हो, हम जन्नत में जाएं, Christians like that's so selfish. People for their selfish motive, because they believe in a story, they don't want to stay too long in their coffin. They are praying for destruction of whole humankind, extinction of whole humankind, so they can live in this trap called heaven. Like people don't understand what they're praying for. When they're praying for Qiyamah or Judgment Day, they are praying for early dismissal of humankind. My religion is to tell them, like, how stupid, like, you guys know what you guys are praying for? For your selfish motive? For the false promise to your ego that you're gonna live forever, which is illogical? You want to become a god, actually. That's your ego desires. And if you are atheist, come up. Bring me your argument against all the religions and stuff. Let's see if I have those problems or no. But we also have solutions. So atheists don't have a solution. They only have criticism. Most of it is valid. But those don't apply to us. And we have a right way too. Not just we expose wrong ways, we also know what is the right way. Read by yourself. Lord Krishna is cancelled in Gurbani. We don't care about this fucking Lord Krishna of Gita, Mahabharata. He was egoist. He was at the peak of his ego. He created chaos. What kind of formless? Krishna fucking guy. And then your Virat Roop is not formless either. And then your Vishnu is Chaturbhuja also. How is formless? And for our God is formless is not very primary condition. There are so many things in this cosmos which are formless. In this universe, more than form things, formless are multiple times more, much more. Very less part of this universe is formful. It's cosmic, it's a part of time. Gita itself said that. So their Quran said multiple things. No. Who cares fucking what somebody claim? That make no sense. Formless doesn't mean it can't be temporal. Your phone signal is formless. Krishna will no 84 lakh concept is Jain concept originally, buddy. 84 Tirthankar and like yeah. For us, this is just like a clinics for napkins. We don't like for us there is no numbers. It's more than it's countless numbers. These numbers are wrong. He cannot. He himself cannot come out of the cycle. Your Vishnu is Krishna Savda Avatari Ruddha. He himself stuck in a time, including your Vishnu. Keep reincarnating. Stuck in it, not get free, salvage. He didn't get salvation. Same thing like Siddhartha Gautama. Himself bound to the Triguni Maya, become a tool of Maya. Devi Deva Mula. They are tools generated by Maya. These all your Vishnu and stuff. It's not my topic, but it's not like people don't like. People think these are Indians like Hindus. But if you look at the data, Punjab is the state where least people, your government go in open for defecate and others. Is since the last 10 to 15 years, lot of Hindus coming on in Canada. That's when this hate come. But the Sikhs, Punjabis are visible minority and they are considered Indians, so they have to take all the load of this whole hate. And this is a narrative why it's all happened with the Justin Trudeau and the Canadian government and Modi fiasco last year. So it's all mostly tools. These IDs are bots, and then some buyout gullible few gore white. And no, they don't smell bad. Hindus used to smell and still smell bad, and lot of gore and all. Punjab people have a lot of water. They mostly wash, take bath every day. So you dirty cow dung eating Brahman, you Chaji to bole, Chandani bole, fucking you guys even talk about these things, smell bad and stuff. Wow. Ang- Read by yourself, केड़ा भाई की कहना कृष्णा ऊपर आ जा भाई read by yourself. Hello Jashan.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
How-
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. How are you?
In bliss.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an atheist.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Hindu?
No, but what do you mean by Hindu? I don't know. What do you mean by this word Hindu?
I mean, do you believe? Are you Sikh?
I'm a Gursikh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
The Sikh,
you
these
were.
words are a word of language. They have meaning. So I was a Sikh. I was a Seeker. Now I am like my journey is done like long ago. So we use word
Okay.
Gursikh, Gurmukh.
It
So
means okay. It means you are ex-Sikh, right?
no, it's not X. A Sikh is eligible. Sikh means one who seek truth. My journey is done, so I know like I'm blessed. So I'm a Gursikh or Satguru Sikh, or we have words. But then you need to learn the language for that. So, but basically, yeah, Sikh is eligibility for this path of truth, what we call Gursikhi. Satgur di Sikhi. So Sikh is okay if you are not a seeker with the unconditioned mind. Path of truth is not for you. It's
Okay.
not for conditioned people.
Okay. So your religion is similar in Islam, right?
How?
I don't know. You said Hindu is similar with the Islam, right?
Hmm.
And then you said Islamic people, I mean the Muslim people, they worship Muhammad, right?
They
They
idolize him.
they worship human,
They
right?
called it Sunnah.
Yeah. No, not they call it Sunnah, because I was an ex-Muslim, so they worshiping. Okay, hold
No,
on.
tell me,
Let
how
me
can
explain you.
somebody? No, no, okay, I'm okay. Okay, go ahead. Ask your question, but I can explain you like what I mean. Like you know what? In Islam, you cannot worship Allah if you don't know what you are worshiping. So basically, you follow Muhammad. Muhammad is the perfect specimen or model or idol of humankind.
Yes,
Perfect mean, and perfect. You can only people who are theist people. They can only use this word perfect for God. So Muhammad is also perfect,
yeah,
and they can only idealize
yeah.
Muhammad because Allah is unknown to them.
Yes, I'm agree, because I'm an
Yeah,
ex-Muslim, right? I'm not
yeah.
anymore Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So your information is correct, because Islam, it's I think I would say Islam is 72 parts. So in Islam, they have a Shia, Sunni, Wahhabi, Ambali, Shafi. You know what I mean? They
I know.
have they have a 72 parts of different. So for example, the Shia people, they worshiping Hussein,
I
Ali,
know. Yeah.
and state of God. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I
So
know. They even believe that Ali was before the beginning of universe. Some of sect, and they believe
yes,
that Muhammad actually the Quran come to the Ali when he born, and
yeah,
he gave some of them, and he gave the Quran to the Muhammad
yeah,
when he was
but
40. But
yeah,
what my concern is, I don't care they are 72 or 7200. I said okay, any of sect who think they are the best and the other are wrong or misleaded, come here, tell us that what is the truth. Even no matter, any sect cannot claim the God, the Allah is known, or you can know in this life. The fundamental flaws are common in all of sects.
yeah, yeah. But the but the but the thing is, once you ask from the Muslim people, they never said we're worshiping Muhammad, whatever, Ali, whatever, right?
Hmm.
They would say, they would claim we're worshiping Allah and we have just one God. But in fact, unfortunately, they worshiping Muhammad, Ali, Hussein, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Hindu also said, they said, we know there is above them, there is a one true God or creator, but we don't know, or we can never, and all our gods, like avatars, these are means, so we think these are the representation of God, so we only have access to them. This is our limitation.
yeah.
So Muslims have limitation. They cannot worship God because they don't know what the God is. So they become a follower. Hindu become a follower of their these
Of course.
deities.
But here's the point. Muslim people, they never know about the God, but Muhammad, who came with the law and who introduced Allah for the Muslim people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It mean me, because I'm ex-Muslim. You know what I mean? Now I'm not
Mhm.
believing anymore in the Quran, and I
Mhm.
don't believe Muhammad anymore.
Hmm.
So because of the thousand
Hmm.
reasons, so I wrote the old Quran, and then I wrote story of the Muhammad, and then I found out Muhammad, he was married. He was married Aisha when he was 51 years old, and Aisha, she was just 6 years old. How is that possible? The Prophet who came from the God and who are allowed to have married with the 6 years old girl. Is that it makes no sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know the irony? Okay, they can say it's culture, but in this case, the story is when Muhammad asked Abu Bakr to marry his daughter, they said, Abu Bakr said, "Oh, we were
Yes, of course.
brothers.
According
Brothers."
to
So Abu
Sahih
Bakr
Bukhari.
never want to marry
Yeah,
his
yeah,
daughter.
of
He said,
course.
and Muhammad said, "We are not that kind of blood
Yeah, yeah,
related
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
We are different kind
And
of
Muhammad
brothers."
said we're not a brother. We are
Yeah.
brother in Islamic, right?
Uh,
Islamic part of like that.
So he actually sentimentally blackmailed the Abu Bakr because
Yes,
due to his status as a
of course.
prophet, and even unwillingly Abu Bakr had to marry his daughter. Even he don't
Of
want. He
course.
tried to find excuse not to marry his
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah. But I mean, you blowing my mind. How did you know all this stuff? That's freaking, it means you have freaking lots of study about Islam. You know what I mean? That's blowing my mind, you know? You have lots of study about Islam, you know?
No, like you know what? I know, like I don't study, but these things I can say. But for I don't need like a divine interpretation. These things are available here, and if you listen all the arguments there, they themselves expose themselves here and
Oh,
there.
okay. It
You don't
means
need to
you
read a
have.
book.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Once the Abu Bakr asked Muhammad, he says, like, we are a brother, right? And then Abu Bakr claimed, my daughter, she's very young, right? And then Muhammad say, my God, who allows me to get married with your daughter. And then the funny thing is, Muhammad came with the reason for the people. They said Allah in fucking in the sky, whatever, right? He was he was he was in charge to get the event like a marriage for me with Aisha. You know what I mean? And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. You know what? If they would have said it was a cultural thing and it was arranged marriage, okay, I would still accept it. But in this case, it wasn't arranged. Abu Bakr don't want to marry his little girl to him, and it wasn't a cultural. It was God prescribed or commanded thing that Allah want him to marry.
He
He
was,
used Allah
yeah,
for
he
his
used Allah.
fantasy to
Yes,
marry with a little girl.
of course. And then, did you know Muhammad,
Huh.
and according to Islamic religion, right? So Muslim people, I mean Muslim man, they are allowed to have a four wives at the
Yeah.
same time,
And
right?
he have 11
According
or
to
13,
Quran.
more than 4.
And then he had 11 wives at the same time. And then, do you know what is the kanis? The
I
kanis,
know Kanis,
the kanis
Laundi,
means a slave,
Concubine.
a
Yeah,
slave.
I have a
And then
lot of slaves.
Muhammad, he had 100 kanis. It means
Yeah,
slave, mans
yeah.
and womans. And did you know in Islam, if you have a slave, which is the slaves are women, right, a female, you don't need to have a nikah. It means contract marriage, and
Yeah,
for sexual relationship. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
For
know.
example, in
And
the
you know, another thing. Okay, I can understand people used to have child marriages. In that case, both man, bride, and groom are child. In this case, Muhammad was like above 50. He wasn't like a 10 year or 12 year or 11 year. So if child marriage people do, but this is not child marriage either. This is a basically
Yeah, it's
failure.
a pitiful. Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
I'm agree. I'm
yeah,
agree. I'm agree with that. So I don't know, brother. So it's very hard to explain to the Muslim
yeah.
people because they believe, the only thing they're not um I mean,
You-
because
look at the comment of this brainwash. Somebody saying, "How can they talk this about the greatest man to walk on earth?" Like after they don't have any argument against what you are talking about. So they say he's the greatest. Based on what? Like look
yeah,
at this.
yeah. I mean,
And who is stone worshipper? Shepherd, you guys. Fucking, stone worshipper is better than you guys. You guys are wall worshipper. You guys worship
yes.
Qibla and a room there made up of
No,
walls.
believe me, they are worshiping Muhammad.
I know. They are
They are
worshipping
worshiping
Muhammad and a
even
wall. Like,
Muhammad.
no, tell me one thing. We don't agree with the Hindus doing idol worshipper, but at least idols have nice eyes, nice art on them. Muslims worship wall, like a Qibla. Qibla is a wall.
Of
In what
course.
direction? The Kaaba is a room made up of wall. So you guys are fucking wall worshippers.
No, even not the wall. They worshiping a stone. A
Yeah,
stone.
there is a
I mean,
stone.
did you know the stone faces looks like, I'm so sorry, it looks like a pussy. You know what I mean?
I know that the cladding they put around the metal cladding. It's same concept. Hindu you who worship Shiva, so it's not a Shiva linga. It's called lingam and yoni. So in that stone, like a fallen stone, around there is a round thing. So they call in their language yoni. Yoni mean basically vagina. So
Yeah.
this metal cladding is same thing and the fucking same thing. I know. Like how what is so I can say interesting that Muslims are given so fake confidence, like they can talk other people when they are much worse than even Hindus.
Yeah. And that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Mm, but
But
look at their confidence.
yeah, but they claim they are right, so they made a freaking fake heaven and hell. You know what I mean? And let's talk about them heaven. For example, if you are a Muslim and you are a good Muslim and you doing practicing Islam, and then once you're going to the heaven, and let me explain what place is heaven. So once you go to the heaven, so you
Mhm.
have to nothing. You have to just drink a fucking alcohol, right?
Mhm.
And then you have a sexual relationship with the whore. They call the whore, right? The
Mhm.
women's, the ladies, they are virgin. Once you
I know.
have a sexual relationship with them, they're gonna, for example, after you finish, they're gonna become again a virgin.
And they
And
reset.
then, and then you would have a 71 of them, and that's it. And then
You know what? You know what? Funny thing. So once upon a time, like a woman said, "Oh, you women have a right. You know how high status they have." I said, "What?" They said, the what is called leader of the those 72 will be the wife of the person. I said, you know what? All the prostitute centers in India, Pakistan, the leader of those prostitute center quotas are women too. So basically, you're saying you will get the status of a leader of the prostitution center. Basically, but this is not a status. This is fucking disrespect. So,
yeah, I know.
yeah, like if you listen my room even last week too, and before we had, so I ask him Muslims, okay, suppose you go to the heaven, your family go, your kids go, everybody, parents go.
Yeah.
What will happen there? So they said, we will never die. I said, anybody can hurt you? They said, nobody can hurt you. We will never have any pain or any suffering.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
all our desires will get fulfilled. Okay, anything we desire will be there. I
Uh-huh.
tell them, I ask them, okay, so your God cannot be die either, will live forever. They said yes. I said, you will live forever in heaven. Yes. You nobody can hurt or give pain to your God. They said yes. And your whatever your God desire, Allah, it happens. They said, I said, but and you will have same property. So you all want to become a God, and there will be multiple gods in heaven
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you have same properties like your God. So you guys never believe in one God. You guys believe in eventually there will be countless gods living together who will never die, including you guys if you end up in heaven. So what's the difference left? So you know what the difference they tell me? No, there is a difference. We cannot have everything by
I
ourselves.
need to
God
ask,
will
what is the
provide. I said, like,
difference?
what will provide? So I asked them question. If you feel like having a chicken, so God will. They said, yeah, God will provide us chicken. I said, if you feel like having a wine or like grapes, so they said, yeah, God will provide us. Oh, then I tell them, oh, now I understand the difference. They said, what? I said, you know what? The difference is you guys will be sitting on a nice like seat and
Uh-huh.
making orders, and God will become your waiter like in a restaurant.
Yeah,
He
of
bring a
course.
food to you. So
Yeah,
that's
the
the
God.
basic difference. Otherwise
No, the God
you
will.
guys become a bigger God, and your
Yeah,
Allah will become a junior like waiter.
of course. And the God, the Allah, will bring a freaking a vagina for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Virgin
no,
lady.
the thing is, like that's what I'm telling them. All these the previous religions, in the name of God, they looking for a servant.
Yeah,
So they call it Lord, but they actually want their God to do what they desire. So they were looking for a servant.
yeah, yeah. But unfortunately, they never listen. Because they are a strong believer, right? So they are a strong believer.
And why shouldn't they believe? Because the ego in human, ego
Mhm.
want to live forever. Ego want her all desires fulfilled. So this matrix, the delusive matrix, it give them false promise. If you believe in what I am telling you, come into my trap, and your all your desires will be fulfilled, including living forever. And the ego like this false promise. Ego want to believe in this false promise, and ego make person trapped in this big trap. And yeah,
Yeah.
ego like promises, even they are nonsense, but as long as it make them feel happy for some time, they want to believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how complex the ego is.
Yeah, you're right, brother. So I'm going to follow you. And then once you
Okay.
go live, I'm gonna come and we have a conversation. So
Sure.
that was nice, bro. I'm agree, totally agree. So I don't know. So I came from Afghanistan, and Afghanistan. Unfortunately, we are in the deep of the freaking dumbest, foolest Islamic freaking religion, and then our country is in a war and is not in a peace for fucking over 50, 60 years. And
Yeah.
then because of the Islam and Muslim people, because of the Taliban, they took back Afghanistan. They came back. Now our girls, our women, they are not going to the school. They freaking Taliban. They closed the fucking school,
I
right,
know.
for the women's, right, and the woman doesn't have a right. Nothing. You know what I mean? So.
I know.
And I'm suffering, brother. I'm suffering, and I don't know how can I explain to fucking my people.
The only solution, you know what, like, because let me tell you, I know you may thinking atheism won't work because it don't give a replacement, it don't give a other option, it only criticize the wrong things.
Yeah,
So until they find a better replacement, more coherent, more sensible, rational replacement for their life and to center. Because humans are not just about outer world. We have this
I know.
mind thing,
I'm
so it
agree.
needs some center, something they can feel connected, and the society feel connected. So until they have a better humanity based path to connect with, they will stick in that trap.
Yeah, like I mean, my idea, my opinion is we want a secular a government, right? So we want a secular. So it doesn't matter. I respect Islam, Muslim
No,
people. So
that's the
my
problem. In secularism, they don't dare to call bullshit bullshit. So in us, we said if something is nonsense, we call it nonsense. We don't say, oh, okay, you believe yourself, you can preach your nonsense to anybody.
yeah,
We question people if don't make sense. No, you can practice it, but keep it private. You can only bring something in public if you can make sense of it. You can establish is something right product you are selling out.
yeah.
You cannot sell a brass, a copper, and
I
calling
know
it
what
gold.
you mean.
If
So
you are
for
calling it gold,
yeah,
you need to prove it is gold. If it is not
yeah,
gold, you cannot claim it gold.
yes, of course. Yeah, I'm right. So you were right. Sorry. So I mean, I don't know. Like better.
Secularism, this wide secularism allow people to call any nonsense, any metal like iron, copper, gold. It allow them. You can call anything, make any claim, false claim. You have
Yeah.
a right. Okay.
Now
So there is
for all
somebody
the
who decide
we
which
should.
caste a Sikh person is. No, Sikhi dismiss caste multiple times. It's a Hindu concept. We don't have those. Like people in a Punjab. Sorry, putting you on a mute echo. So people, because they are surrounded by this Hindu and Islamic, Islam also have a caste system. Islam had at least two levels. They also believe in a bloodline shajra. So Muhammad, Imam and Prophet can only come into specific bloodlines like a Jews, like Hindus, Brahmins. So Ismail or somebody, eh? So they have Awam and Khas, two level of main caste and multiple within them. So we don't have that. So there is no caste in Sikhism. It's a Hindus and Muslim concept, Jews concept. Your five color from prove your five colors Kala. What is color? Color. I don't know. Avatar. Your people married own daughter or sister. Look, who told you that? But I don't know. I see. But I know one thing, very public. I don't know what you're talking. Talk to me, but I see a lot of Muslims and others on paper they show divorce so they can get a benefit and they have a lot of kids, but they live together and stuff like that. So I don't know. Whatever this false ID, fake ID avatar, talk to me. Don't talk about people to me. Yeah, thank you. Good night. Old argument bring something. Yeah. ਕੱਕਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਕਕਾਰ ਅੱਛਾ ਹਾਂ so they are utilitarian. They are, we don't do sunnah or stuff. They are utilitarian. So our kada is like, of course it reminds that we our hands shouldn't do bad thing, but basically it's a armor. We keep kanga to remind us that should stay neat and clean and to comb our hairs. Maintaining long hair is not everybody thing. It's only people who afford it can do it. Other people like pageants, they're supposed to stay shaved according to old culture. But yeah, so what's wrong in that? That just make you more civil person, remind you like keeping sanity and stuff like that. But yeah, that level of information you can find on online. You don't need to ask me. This is the basic things. Ask me something more deeper. And that's a kind of dress when people join the army, like they become a marshal to defend themselves. It's like a code of army or something. So it's a code of, if you want to trade, you need to maintain this discipline at least. Take bath every day, have your hair comb, stay neat and tidy, stuff like that. So yeah, चलो करिए बताइए रूम है कुछ ऐसे कटी होते and it's cultural part too. Humans having all the people in a society is called respected form, like having a facial hair by man, beard, mustache. Before Islam want them to shave their mustache so they can kiss more, maybe, or something. But anyways, so look at the ancient people, leaders, I mean, rulers. They have full mustache, full beard, whether it's Irani, Iraqi, or other cultures, Indian old cultures. Even Germans, West Germans, even just a century ago, all the scientists and scholars, philosophers used to have a long hair, full beard, and mustache. But anyways, it's a cultural thing for me, and it have a social significance. And then there is a some part which is personal, my commitment to the path of truth, like having my hair uncut. It's a personal commitment, and it also public declaration. We choose this path, and community and togetherness. The people who working for same cause of path of truth. Okay, chalo. चलो थैंक यू सत श्रीकाल मैं लगा एंड कर